Okay. Okay. Here's your Shelby roster.
Oh, that's great.
That's out of date right there, but that's the roster.
Okay. And I got the extra ones for them, but there are not many on there.
Yeah. Okay. Send it back, Steve, after that spot.
Hey, Steve.
Back at North Meck High in Huntersville, let's check quickly the Blanton Cars starting lineups. First for post 82, leading off, and at third base, Jackson Mims. Batting second is C.J. Brooks, the left fielder. Batting third is Evan Loases, the right fielder. Batting cleanup, Nick Triplett, the center fielder. Brock Melton's at first base, and he'll bat fifth. Riley Smith bats sixth. He's catching again tonight. Cody Fitch at second. Will bat seventh. Dustin Green on the mound pitching. He'll bat eighth, and Chandler Young will be at shortstop. He'll bat ninth. Now, we'll get the Huntersville starting lineup in just a few moments, but we're ready to get things underway with Jackson Mims at the plate. And here's Scott and I through the play-by-play, Scott.
Oh, we appreciate it. And, of course, on the mound for the Huntersville post 321's Jordan Blair, and he deals the first pitch down low for ball one. Well, kind of an iffy night tonight, Dan, for baseball, but very humid out. But it looks like we're going to get this one in, as there's one foul out of play, or actually up in the infield right behind the mound, and it's taken by the shortstop Eric Seiler for out number one. So 2 pitches and 1 out for post 82. Glad you've joined us tonight on WOHS 1390 AM. As it'll be C.J. Brooks will come to the plate playing left field. Defensively, behind the plate for post 321, Jared Sobo. First base, Jared Fortune. Second base, Kurt Staveski. At shortstop is Eric Seiler. Third base, Kyle Bynum. Left field, Cameron Underwood. Center field, Connor Duncan. And then Will Champion in right field. And quickly, a couple of pitches there. It's 1-1 the count on C.J. Brooks, the left fielder from post 82.
Of course, C.J. just graduated from Crest a little over a month ago.
All right, here's the 1-1 pitch. It's going to be outside and high. And, boy, what a great vantage point we got here right behind home plate. So we can tell you the balls and strikes and whether the umpire gets it right or not.
Yeah, that's right, man.
2-1 pitch upstairs once again, 3-1. So can post 82 get their first base runner here in the top half of the first inning right here from North Mecklenburg High School. All right, Jordan Blair ready to deal, and it's upstairs, ball 4. So C.J. Brooks gets on with the base on balls.
Our scoreboard tonight, again, brought to you by Medical Arts Pharmacy in their 19th year sponsoring our scoreboard and our local sports broadcast on the radio in Shelby. Thanks to Ed Beam and all the folks at Medical Arts Pharmacy on Grover Street near the hospital in Shelby.
All right, so Evan Loases. That pretty good? Loases?
That's very good.
Okay, Loases now stepping in. I understand he got a grand slam home run the other night. So
yeah, in the 5th inning, back in Thursday night, so it's Tuesday night back at Veterans Field Keeter Stadium.
Loases takes the first pitch upstairs for ball 1.
Andy and Buddy had a great game to do that night. It must have been a great game. Saw that grand slam. And Andy was telling me it probably went over 400 feet. It was hit so hard and beyond the fence.
Oh, man. Well, there's one fouled off, so it'll be a 1-1 count. With 1 down, C.J. Brooks on at first base with that 1-out walk.
And speaking of Andy and Buddy, they'll have game 4 for you tomorrow night from Veterans Field Keeter Stadium.
Yeah, this series all tied up at 1 game apiece. So hopefully Shelby can go in with a 2-1 advantage and go ahead and win this series. Now there's a pitch down and it fouled off down the third baseline by Loases. And it really looks like Jordan Blair is having a little bit of a difficulty finding the strike zone, even though he is ahead 1-2 on Loases.
Loases.
That's right. All right. 1-2 pitch inside now for ball 2. It's going to even up everything at 2-2.
Evan's father, Omar, is here tonight. We talked to him when he first came to the stadium tonight.
Well, and the wind kind of gingerly blowing straight out into center field. And hopefully it kind of stays that way. We don't have any bad weather. And there's one foul back into the screen, and that was a good one to swing at because that might have been strike 3. Nice field here at North Mecklenburg.
And our Aura Supermarket player to watch for post 82 tonight will be Nick Triplett, the Shelby center fielder.
All right. A little fake throw over to first base. Is that not a balk? Don't you have to throw to first?
If your foot's off the rubber, you don't have to. No.
There you go. There's one upstairs now. He had to. Evan had to back out of the way for that one. Now the count's gone to 3-2. So one pitch away, Dan, from maybe getting 2 on with only 1 out here in the top of the first. Dimensions here at this field, 315 down both first base and third base lines, 385 to center. And there's a ground ball now hit to third base. He's only going to have 1 play, and that's the first. And he will get Lueces at first for the second out. But that did move Brooks over to second, and he is in scoring position for your player of the day.
And, yeah, Nick Triplett, our Orem Supermarket player watch, is coming up now. Nick, of course, was the player of the year in the Big South Conference in high school baseball for Chris this past high school season.
Jordan Blair, a right-hander, now checks the runner at second. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's in the dirt now for ball 1. And, boy, what a great jump that time C.J. Brooks had. He was really about at the shortstop position when that ball got in the dirt, trying to take advantage of a little miscue there, but he gets back to second. Blair checking the runner at second once again. There's that one in the dirt. It's going all the way back to the backstop, and Brooks will just have to saunter into third base.
So he's just 90 feet away from becoming the Seagram, the Pegram Insurance post 82 first run of the night.
This would be great to be able to take this early lead here in the top of the first inning. No score, as there's a pitch over for a call strike. And that's kind of a rare strike that Jordan Blair's delivered. And, of course, as you said, we have Dustin Green on the mound for post 82. Kind of the ace. And there's one upstairs now, 3-1. And everybody in the place, Dan, knows that he's taking on this one. Surely.
3-1.
3-1.
You're clean up hitter.
Well, I know he's a pretty good. They're going to go ahead and put him on.
They're going to put him on. They ain't going to take a chance.
All right, there's a pitch outside for the final pitch. And so 2 walks in the inning given up by Jordan Blair has runners on the corners now with 2 outs. And post 82 trying to get the lead here in the top of the first inning. So far, no score.
Brock Melton steps in now. Brock out of Crest High School, bats on the left side, and he's a pretty good year for this post 82 team.
Boy, he's got a big hole between first and second because Fortune is holding the runner on. And there's a pitch outside and low for ball 1.
I want to thank Clint Spencer, who's handling our What's Up Shopper duties here tonight, camera work and putting everything together. He's a What's Up Shopper producer. Steve Roberts, our radio producer back in the WHS studios tonight, back in Shelby.
All right, there was one over for a call strike. Yeah, I tell you what, if it wasn't for the people that push the buttons, you'd have trouble, you know?
That's true.
I really do appreciate them. And, of course, if you want to see how tall, dark, and handsome we are, just get on to the whatsupshopper.com and watch the ball game. Foul out of play, strike 2.
Well, the reason I do not have a face for – I have the face for radio. That's the reason I've been in radio for about 38 years now.
All right, C.J. Brooks is on at third base. First base is Nick Triplett with 2 down. It's a 1-2 count to Brock Melton. Here's a pitch. It's upstairs and outside. And this is what I affectionately call Deuces Wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on. So Deuces Wild as the Sobo goes out to talk it over with Blair.
And I have $2 left in my pocket.
There you go. Appreciate the hot dog, by the way. Very nice. So Melton will step in. It's the right-hander Blair against the left-hander. A little check swing, and it's upstairs, ball 3, so the count's gone full. And we'll see what's going to happen right here. Still holding the runner on.
They finally checked. They asked the plate umpire to check with the base umpire. He says he did not go there.
He did check his swing, and I kind of agree with that call. All right, so here is the pitch. It's in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Here comes Brooks. He's going to score. Shelby now leading 1-0.
The Pegram Insurance post 82 run scored by C.J. Brooks.
And that was on a wild pitch. That was the second one in this inning, given up by Jordan Blair.
And on at first with the base on balls is Brock Milton. Runners at first and second now, Scott.
That's right. That was a walk. And Nick Triplett stopped at second base on that one. So Riley Smith now, the catcher, will step in, and Shelby could have a pretty good inning right here, taking the early 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. So Blair will step off the rubber. And so will Smith. He'll back out. Cloudy skies here in Huntersville, North Carolina, and we're glad you've joined us today on WOHS 1390 AM. There's a pitch down low now for ball 1, and Blair has really struggled this inning getting that ball over the plate.
He has, and the right-hander, the 1-0 count now to Riley Smith.
And the amazing part of it is Shelby post 82 hadn't done it with any singles. There's been 3 walks and 2 wild pitches in this inning.
Still a no-hitter for Blair.
Next pitch misses, so it's a 2-0 count. The wind, as we said, not very strong, but it is blowing out in the center field. And there's a pitch, and there's a ball hit over the second baseman into right center field. And here comes Nick Triplett to the plate. The throw will be cut off, and Shelby post 82 leads 2-0.
RBI single by Riley Smith. That first hit of the game for post 82.
Well, I think that I was a good luck charm for him.
Let's hope so.
Because we talked about not having a hit and leading 1-0.
Yeah, well, see, we talked about it before, in a lot of our games back in high school season with Coach Grayson on the air that, if your team has a no-hitter going or a perfect game, you don't mention it.
That's right.
The other team has a no-hitter going, hey,
you better mention it.
You better mention it as much as you can.
All right, Cody Fitch is now at the plate. He's a right-hander. Takes first pitch high for ball 1. Here's the next one, and it's right over the heart of the plate for strike 1. So Shelby, post 82, leading 2-0. And all of this has happened with 2 outs in the inning. All right, next pitch now low. Ball 2, 2-1. And you've got Brock Melton at second base, Riley Smith on at first. And as I said, 2 outs, so see if we can cash in. We've certainly got Brock Melton in scoring position, so another base hit would score him. And there's going to be a grounder now to the shortstop. He flips to second for the final out, and that will do it. So you got the summary there?
Yes, I do. 2 runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and 2 left on base. And after a half inning of play on the Medical Arts Farmview scoreboard, Post 82 has 2, and Huntersville come to bat. You're listening to Post 82 Baseball on WOHS and watching it tonight on whatsupshopper.com.
West End Sales in Vale is proud to welcome Ron Parker to their staff. Ron takes his time to invite his friends and former customers to come by and see him for all of your farm and lawn and garden equipment needs. And for a limited time, get a free loader with any Coyote Series tractor, excluding the DS Series. And get a free first-time oil change with the purchase of any new tractor. See Ron Parker today at West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale. So you think it'll take a miracle to get affordable insurance? Well, Pegram Insurance in Shelby and Lincoln believes in miracles. Come by and talk with one of their friendly, helpful staff members. Call now for a free quote, and you'll find you'll get lower rates and better service. Pegram will insure any driver, any age, any vehicle. Yes, miracles do happen. Visit Pegram Insurance, 220 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, and on Clark Drive in the Town & Country Shopping Center in Lincoln. Thinking about new carpet or floor covering for your home? Then think about Flooring America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Gastonia. Either one is just a short drive away. You'll find name brand floor covering at great prices with expert installation. Come in and check out the savings today. Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, and Carpet One Interiors, 2759 East Ozark Avenue in Gastonia. There's a store near you.
Davini Lumber and Salvage.
Shelby leads at 2-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard after a half inning of play. And defensively for Shelby tonight in left field, C.J. Brooks. Center field is Nick Triplett. Right field, Evan Loases. And infield at first base, Brock Melton. Second base, Cody Fitch. Chandler Young's at shortstop tonight. And at third base, Jackson Mims. And the battery tonight for Shelby, the right-hander out of Burns High School, Dustin Green, who was the Player of the Year in the South Mountain Athletic Conference this year. And he's on the mound, the ace for his post-82 team, and behind the plate catching Riley Smith. And for Huntersville, Jared Sobo would lead it off, followed by Kurt Stabashevsky and Will Champion.
All right, sounds good. And, of course, Dustin Green, right-hander, looks like he throws a kind of a sidearm submarine-style pitching. And there's a pitch over for a call strike. And, of course, he comes into the bottom of the first inning with a 2-0 lead here at North Mecklenburg High School. And we're certainly glad you've joined us today on WOHS 1390 AM and on the What's Up Shopper streaming live. Next one misses, so it'll be a 1-1 count.
One other area game over at Cherryville tonight at Fraley Field. And you also watch that game on whatsupshopper.com on the Gaston County page. And that's Cherryville against Union County, and WCSL 1590 AM carrying that game as well tonight.
All right, the next one was over for a call strike, and, of course, Dan, what we're going to try to do is get a win here so that we go home tomorrow, and Andy and I guess Buddy will call the play-by-play tomorrow night, and they'll win this series, and we waiting for Cherryville.
That's right. That'll be a big series. If they got to get there first now. But Cherryville still has a game to go. They lead their series 2-0.
All right, there's a ball hit right into right field. It's going to be a fair ball on the 2-2 count, and he's going to hold up. There's a little bit of a little Texas League single, and Evan Loases gets it right on the line down the first baseline, and he keeps him to a base hit. That will be the first hit and the first runner for post 321 from Huntersville. So it brings up Kurt Stabashevsky.
Think about Mike Krzyzewski and Stabashevsky.
There you go.
I had a practice back here on Monday night here.
All right, the first pitch over for a call strike. And, you know, I tell you, Dan, I really like submarine-style pitchers because the wear and tear on the arm is just not as bad as the overhanded pitch.
You're right.
And so he could have a really great career. There's a pitch foul tip into the glove of Riley Smith.
And if you're right-handed sidearms submarine pitcher, way you come off the mound can push that right-handed bat from the right side out of the way a little bit, concerning there.
Right. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Oh, that looked awfully good, but it was a little bit outside. And with an 0-2 count, it was kind of a waste pitch situation, but it was really, really close. But the count's gone to 1-2. Sobo at first base. There's the pitch, foul out of play. So he remains alive.
Now, if they foul it straight up, and have you got your glove with you tonight, Scott?
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm a man. I ain't going to get a glove. I'm going to take it barehanded.
Just judge it right. Yeah.
All right, Green checking the runner. Sobo at first. There's a pitch. Just misses outside. It's going to even up the count at 2-2. Yeah, that's what we want. We want to win here. We get a win tomorrow night. And then what's the management going to do? They're going to pull for Cherryville. They're going to pull for Shelby. Pitch upstairs now, 3-2 on the second hitter. Shevsky. That's right. I forgot to put an H in that thing. All right, there goes the runner, and that will be ball 4 anyway. So it will not be a stolen base. It'll just be a walk. So there is a base hit and a walk here in this inning, and Post 321 has something going as Shelby leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Well, Dan, Dustin Green had him where he wanted him, got ahead of the count 0-2, and really was trying to eat at the corners there and try to get him to swing at something bad, and just wasn't able to do it. Maybe a little bit of a tight strike zone by the home plate umpire. And there's a pitch over for a call strike to Will Champion. Good old American name, Will Champion.
Will Champion, yes.
There you go. Champion playing right field, and Hunter Connolly, the DH, is on deck. Nobody out, 2 on, and frankly, I'd like a nice, good ground-out double play right here. All right, there's a ball hit into center field. Not deep enough. It's looked like Nick Trippett's going to be there to make the catch, and it'll hold the runners at their respective bases. And that's Sobo at second, Stavashevsky.
Good.
At first. Thank you. You ought to see it when Seton Hall comes down to Winthrop.
Okay.
And there's a lot of skis on that team.
Okay. But you know what? Good thing about us on the radio side, when you write the name on your scorebook, all you have to write it the way it sounds, not the way it's actually spelled.
Well, that's how I got it, but still didn't get it right, did I? All right, brings up Hunter Connolly, and there's a pitch into the dirt, and it will not advance the runners, which is a good thing. There's 1 out in the inning as Will Champion did fly out to center.
Still could use this double play right here, I'll tell you.
Oh, this would be great. Hunter Connolly, the DH, he's a left-hander, facing the right-hander, Dustin Green. See a little bit of blue sky, very little. Pitch down and out, ball 2.
Connolly was the lefty on the mound. He was a winning pitcher in the first game here back on Monday night.
He's a big kid, that's for sure.
That 4-3 Huntersville win that night.
All right, so Green checking the runners. And here's the pitch, and there's a little chopper right up the middle. And second baseman gets it, flips to second, and got him at second base. Got the force out on Stavashevsky. And that will be out number 2, and there'll be Hunter Connolly will get on via the fielder's choice.
And Sobo goes to third on the play. So runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
That's right. Boy, what a great move that was by Cody Fitch, because he was deep behind the bag at second base and made the flip over to Chandler Young for the putout. All right, so it brings up Jared Fortune, and Dustin Green 1 batter from getting out of this inning. There's a pitch now low now for ball 1.
Now this infield for Post 82, some youngsters. I mean, they just finished their sophomore years.
Yeah.
At third, Jackson Mills, shortstop Chandler Young, second base Cody Fitch, and of course first Brock Melton is a rising senior at Crest.
Next pitch down low now, so 2-0 the count. There is a base to put him on, but you certainly want to go ahead and pitch to him. Jared Fortune, left-hander, facing the right-hander Dustin Green. There's a pitch upstairs. And we do want to remind you that Post 82 is leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. It's 3-0 the count. Eric Seiler, shortstop's on deck. And there's a strike on the outside part of the plate. That was a good pitch. And one certainly Fortune was going to take on a 3-0 count. But he just barely got the outside part of the plate on the big left-hander. All right, here's the 3-1 pitch, foul back into the screen. Now, all of a sudden, that 3-0 advantage now goes to 3-2, and it's in Dustin Green's corner now. As Fortune will have to protect the plate to keep from getting called third strike on him. Hey, come on, Jerry. So post 321 has Conley on at first base, Sobo at third with 2 down. And here's the 3-2 pitch, and he fouled it off. And that's going back toward our car.
Yes, it's over that way. There's a bunch of school buses over there. They must have, what do you call it, glass in them that doesn't break, maybe plexiglass. I don't know what they got in the school bus.
I tell you that.
They're lined up over there.
That happened to me at LSU. Foul ball got the right square in the middle of a rental car.
Whoa.
Oh, it was awful. 3-2 pitch once again, and it's foul off back behind us. And at the time, we were winning the game. Of course, it was Winthrop against LSU, and I thought, well, if we win the game, it'll be worth it. Well, we lost at the bottom of the ninth inning on a walk-off home run, so it was a bad day all the way around.
It was. By the way, Scott does, over the years, has been doing Winthrop Eagle baseball. So
we've enjoyed it. Been there since 1995. Whew, too long. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch once again. And there's a swing and a miss, and he struck him out. All right.
Green gets out of the jam. No runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. We go to the second inning. On the Medical Arts Farmview scoreboard, Post 82 leading Huntersville 2-0. You're watching this game on WhatsUpShopper.com, listening to it tonight on WOHS 1390 AM. Oh. Oh, okay.
In Polkville can save you on everything from hardware items to landscape timbers to treated lumber and mulch. Plus, Davini's has dog kennels, paneling, windows, hardwood flooring, doors, exterior shutters, and more. So whether you're building new or remodeling, see Max and the folks at Davini Lumber and Salvage. Call 704-538-8211 for Davini Lumber and Salvage, Highway 226 in downtown Polkville.
Got a special occasion coming up? Celebrate it with a greeting card from the new greeting card section at Griffin Drugstore in downtown Kings Mountain. Griffin Drugstore now has a new $1 greeting card section. Since 1919, Griffin Drugstore has been serving the people of Kings Mountain with the finest in prescription service, featuring free citywide delivery and 10% senior citizens discounts. Griffin Drug, 129 West Mountain Street, downtown Kings Mountain.
Ready to travel? Then first travel into Young RVs in Kings Mountain. Take a look at the Viking Ultralight Conventional Travel Trailer with prices starting at $89.95. Choose from 3 great floor plans. And if you want to camp on Easy Street, see the Viking Hybrid Camping Trailers starting at $59.95. This unit has features you can't live without. See the Viking difference. Viking Travel Trailers and Campers available from Young RV Sales on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 Bypass intersection, Kings Mountain.
Experience, quality.
And there's one just misses outside for ball 1. Post 82 leading post 321 of Huntersville 2-0. Glad you've joined us today. As there's the 1-2 pitch, and there's a little slow roller. It's going to be a tough play for the third baseman. He's not going to be able to make it as the speedy Dustin Green gets down. And, gosh, he's going to help his cause by getting the leadoff man aboard. And, you know, Dan, getting the leadoff man aboard is a big, big deal.
It is. You get that man on, and
you got so many different options there. And I don't know whether he's much of a speedster or whether he could steal, but certainly a great opportunity to maybe even sacrifice him over to second base, and that's exactly what they're going to do with Chandler Young down the third base line. And they only play to first, and there it is as the charging Kyle Bynum from post 321 makes the play.
Good bunt there by Chandler Young. Put it down the third base line, and no chance at all to get Green at second.
So we go to the top of the order now with Jackson Mims. Mims flew out to the shortstop back in the first inning for the first out. But he's got Dustin Green now in scoring position as post 82 leading 2-0. There's a pitch inside now for ball one.
You know, I'm glad we got Clint Spencer here tonight because
Yeah.
he's a fellow Redskin fan, you know. And, you know, we're all Clint and myself are working for Cowboy people. And,
All right, there's the ball hit right up the middle, and it gets into center field, and Green's going to be held up at third base. Might have had a chance to score right that time, but they held him up just to be safe, as there will be runners on the corners and only one out. So it'll be a base hit now for Jackson Mims. And there's 2 hits here in this inning. We talked about how we only had 1 hit in the first inning, but we did capitalize on the 2 or 3 walks and 2 wild pitches by Jordan Blair.
we were just talking about the Redskins and Cowboys. So
Yeah.
I was talking to Kevin the other day. He's a big Cowboy fan. You know, it'd be good if Redskins and Cowboys got real good again. Their games really meant something, you know.
That's true.
Heck with those Eagles and Giants, you know.
Well, with Archie Griffin III, maybe it will be. Get to be pretty good, hopefully. All right, C.J. Brooks steps in. He walked his first time up and scored the first run for post 82, and there's a pitch outside, ball one. It was a throw over to first, and Jackson Mims got back in time, being held on by Jared Fortune from post 321. And there's a little tapper down. I think is it a fair ball? Okay, it's throw down to first base. It was a fair ball. And he will get a little infield single, will C.J. Brooks.
And the base
that will load him up.
Yeah, no way that Dustin Green could come home. That ball was right down that third base line. He'd be taking a chance trying to score, and he holds it third. So the base is loaded, 1 out.
And there's 3 hits in there here in this inning.
And here comes Mr. Loases up. Of course, he came up in the bottom of the 5th inning at home 2 nights ago with the bases loaded, and you know what happened.
This would be great because this would put this one way ahead for Green. There's a pitch upstairs now for ball one. And Jordan Blair a little bit upset with himself there. Loases is grounded out to third base his first time up. And there's one foul back into the screen, so it's going to even up everything at 1-1. Well, let's set up this situation because Dustin Green's on at third base, Jackson Mims at second, C.J. Brooks at first base with 1 down. Loases, the right fielder, at the plate. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Upstairs, ball 2. What would be nice is for him to have a little bit of a lack of the strike zone right now and maybe walk a couple batters in, you know?
Yes.
2-1. He shakes off a pitch by his battery mate Jared Sobo. And the time's called now by Loases.
Remember, game 4 tomorrow night, Veterans Field, Keeter Stadium, 7 o'clock.
2-1 pitch, and there's a high fly ball into center field. He's going to drop him back. That's certainly going to bring in a run. And that'll be an RBI for Loases because Green's going to score, and the runner moves.
All runners advanced on that, and that was hit so deep is all able to advance. And, of course, sacrifice fly RBI for Evan Loases.
Well, a big hit right there for Loases. Just getting it out of the infield is what he needed to do, and he did it. So post 82 now leading 3-0 here in the top of the second inning. And the great thing was good base running by post 82, so we got 2 more in scoring position right now for Nick Triplett as he takes the first pitch over for a called strike. Triplett walked his first time up and scored on a wild pitch. And there's a ground ball foul down the third baseline. Well, not much of a foul territory down past third base. Fence kind of comes in, and it probably is around 10 yards or so down the line in foul territory. All right, there's the pitch, and there's going to be a little looper into second base, and it's going to be caught for the third and final out. Just couldn't quite get enough of it on that one.
But post 82 picks up another run on 3 hits. There are no errors and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the second inning on the Medical Arts Trophy scoreboard. Shelby leads at 3-0 over Huntersville, and you're listening to Post 82 Baseball on WOHS and WhatsUpShopper.com.
And guaranteed service. That's what you get from Shelby Transmission Specialists. They do straight drives and automatic transmissions. They can repair and rebuild transmissions and sell parts as well. So if you're having trouble with your transmission, see the experts, Hal Hambrick, Lyle Reynolds, and Jimmy Stepp at Shelby Transmission Specialist, 734 Nally Drive, just off Highway 226 North, Shelby. Call 704-482-8756.
Attention landscape professionals, got a great deal on a Toro Z-Master zero-turn rider and boost your productivity. Its revolutionary Turbo Force 7-gauge steel cutting deck features the industry's toughest spindle assembly and an adjustable front baffle to achieve a superb cut on tall grass, wet grass, even tough-to-cut grass. Get the machine that gets more done. Get a deal, too, with Toro Financing. See your participating dealer for details. Toro, count on it. Available at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, at the Oak Grove Road, Highway 74 Bypass, Kings Mountain.
Leading off for Huntersville, number 11, Eric Seiler.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. Post 82 leads it 3-0 over Huntersville. For Huntersville, Eric Seiler, Kyle Bynum, and Cameron Underwood up.
All right, so Seiler steps in, takes first pitch down low for ball one by Dustin Green, the right-handed side armor from Post 82. And there's another one that misses. I tell you, Dustin got out of a great jam in that first inning.
He did, bases loaded jam, and
yeah,
they ended up with just 2 left on. But
there's one over for a call strike now, 2-1. Yeah, they were 2 on with nobody out, and ended up loading up the bases, but he somehow got away with it. And, of course, he ended up adding to his fortunes by scoring the third run as Post 82 leading 3-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Score from Fraley Field in Cherryville tonight. Union County leading Cherryville 1-0 after 2 innings.
See how that one comes out. All right, 3-1 pitch, and it's over for a call strike. That was a nice pitch that Seiler was taking all the way. And what's the series record for those two now?
2-0 Cherryville.
Okay, so Union County trying to hold on. And there's a little ground ball now, hit the Fitch at second base. The flip to first in time, got him about 3 steps.
I will say that we just checked the radar. It looks clear from here, but there are some clouds around you wonder about to the west here. So
that is for sure. All right, does bring up Kyle Bynum. Bynum, the third baseman. Lights turning on here at North Mecklenburg High School. And there's a pitch over for a call strike.
Home of the Vikings.
That's right. Boy, this area really has grown up here. And there's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Well, he was way out in front of that one. He fooled him on that one. What's amazing is this is very, very easy to come to because you're just right off 485 here. A real nice, easy drive. And there's a swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there is 2 strikeouts now for Dustin Green. And that was a big strikeout at the end of the first inning. So Cameron Underwood now will step in the left fielder. Well, I'm looking forward to the American Legion World Series, and hopefully Shelby can do well and move on.
You know, that's coming up just, I believe, it's 5 weeks from tomorrow.
There's a lot of baseball to be played between now and then, isn't it? There's a swing and a miss, man. Quickly, Dustin Green is blowing them away.
Of course, the state tournament here in North Carolina for American Legion Baseball will be at MS Deal Stadium up in Granite Falls, home of Caldwell County.
All right. Well, Caldwell County's had some great teams.
Yeah, they have. And I'm trying to think now. The Southeast Regionals will again this year be down in Sumter, South Carolina.
All right, the 1-2 pitch. Oh, it wanted to get that call, but it was just barely outside. And I'm talking about inches.
I believe he thought he was out. I think because he started across the plate towards the dugout.
All right, here we are. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and that's what you call deuces wild. Cameron Underwood, he's trying to reach for one, fouls that one out of play, just barely gets a piece of it. So we're going to keep the same thing, same count.
Now, I'm going to ask you this right now.
All right.
You keep saying that deuces wild thing. Have you asked Calvin Hastings for permission to use that?
Is that his?
Yeah, that's
did
it.
Did he invent that?
Yes, I think he did.
Okay, well, I'll have to give him some credit for it, maybe give him some royalty on it. And there's a swing and a foul tip into the dirt, so count's still going to remain 2-2. Didn't realize that.
Yes.
As post 82 leading post 321 of Huntersville 3-0 right here in the bottom of the second inning. Glad you've joined us on WOHS 1390 AM. Underwood will dig in. He took 2 really quick strikes, and then he's fouled off about 3 pitches since. And there's a pitch that's going to miss outside, and the count's going to go full now. 3-2.
This umpire does have very tight strike zone.
Well, that one was a really nice pitch, and I tell you, Riley Smith was trying to frame it in to get that call 3rd strike. And there's a swing and a miss, and he got him, and Dustin Green gets his 3rd strike out of the outing, and what a great inning for post 82 as they sent him down 1-2-3, and let's give them a summary.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the 3rd inning now on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 3-0, post 82 leading it over Huntersville, and you're listening to post 82, a tradition on WOHS, and you're watching it tonight on whatsupshopper.com.
Gamble's BP Auto Repair in Uptown Shelby is your one-stop for gas and repair work on your vehicle. You can get quality BP gasoline, and Bill Gamble and his staff can do light and medium repair work on all types of vehicles, including work on CV joints, water pumps, alternators, and service and repair work on your car's air conditioning and heating systems. They can change your oil and lubricate your vehicle as well. And now Gamble's has tires. Come see the good selection of new tires at Gamble's BP Auto Repair, the Calv at Warren Streets in Uptown Shelby.
Here's a special money-saving message from Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs. If you use petroleum products, you should consider a generic brand. Major brands charge premium rates covering national advertising and promotions. Good generic brand packages their own products and meets manufacturer specifications, and they can sell at a lower price because of lower overhead. Our generic brands include Wolfhead, Coastal, AutoGuard, and Lubriguard. Buy these brands and you cut your costs. See Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive, Patterson Springs. Be sure to pick up this week's What's Up Shopper and check out the Essener Auto Sales ad. Play the new Essener Auto Sales Sports Trivia. Get the sports trivia question right, and you could win a free $10 gift certificate to your choice of the Western Sizzlin' or the Clock. And check out the great buys with over 130 automobiles on the lot. Down payments start at $4.99. See the entire inventory at EssenerAutoSales.com. Essener Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby, located right next to Bojangles.
As Riley Smith will come to the plate, and Smith is 1 for 1 tonight. He's already gotten a single. We'll see if he can keep that string going. And there's a pitch upstairs now, but it gets over for a call strike. Well, it looks like some ominous clouds here, but we've checked the radar, and it swears there's no precipitation in this area. So we'll find out, won't we?
Yes, we will. Might have to stick this tent up real quick. We got laying beside us here.
The next pitch, this time misses. It'd be a 1-1 count. And there's one down in the dirt to Riley Smith.
Yeah. Scott and I are doing the play-by-play here tonight. Again, Scott, good to have you with us tonight. And Clint Spencer handling the camera duties. And I want you to know something. get you the new What's Up Shopper is out today, and Clint is one of the cover guys on the What's Up Shopper today with Harry Gant.
Oh man!
And you look at it and you tell me which one is using Grecian formula.
There you go.
It's not Clint, I don't think.
All right, there's a ground ball now to third base, and bind him up with it. Throw to first base, a strong throw, got him by a step and a half. And, before it's over with, Dan, I'm going to get his autograph. I think that's great to be on the cover of What's Up Shopper.
Hey, Harry was one of the great gentlemen in racing over the years, and it's good. I know Calvin and him had an out last Friday night at the Fairgrounds Raceway. Remember, at Fairgrounds races tomorrow night, Cleveland County Fairgrounds, you can watch it on whatsupshopper.com. If you can't make it out, tune in to whatsupshopper.com tomorrow night, beginning at 7:45.
All right. Well, there's a pitch upstairs now to Cody Fitch, who was out on the fielder's choice in the first inning. As post 82 leading post 321 by a score of 3-0 here in the top of the third. And there's a ground ball foul on the third baseline. I tell you, dirt track racing, they always try to put a lot of water on it. Now I think they're trying to figure out a way to dry it out a little bit.
After the last couple of days, yes.
Yeah, certainly had a lot of rain over the last few days. All right, there's a ball hit right up the middle, and it's going to get into center field for a base hit for Cody Fitch. That'll be his first one of the night. And with 2 outs, post 82 still breathing a little bit of life.
And Dustin Green will come up. He had a base hit to lead off the Shelby second and later scored on a sacrifice fly by Evan Laces.
Of course, the big inning was first inning when Jordan Blair gave up 3 walks, 2 wild pitches, and coupled with that hit by Riley Smith, gave post 82 a 2-0 lead, and they added that 1 run in the second, like you said, Dan. And first pitch upstairs for ball 1 to Dustin Green. Cody Fitch on it, first base throw back over there. Anybody pretty fast on the base paths? I mean,
I'll tell you, the fast ones on this team. Let me look down the thing. Well, one thing, Nick Triplett, C.J. Brooks, pretty fast. Evan Laces, who actually caught in high school but he's playing outfield most of the time for post 82, has got some speed on him.
Oh, good. All right, pitch was inside now. 2-0 to Dustin Green. Fitch on it first, as we said, 2 down. There's 1 foul back into the screen. And we have got a great vantage point here at North Mecklenburg. I think, what are we, about 15 yards from the home plate umpire?
If I believe we're maybe 12.
10, yeah.
Maybe 12.
I believe it's 12. It's great. Great advantage point. So the count's 2-1 now to Dustin Green, the number 8 hitter. Chandler Young on deck if we can get to him. And the 2-1 pitch misses inside. 3-1.
How did the Winthrop Eagles do this year?
Not very well. We didn't even make the conference tournament.
Okay, and that's the same conference Gardner-Webb is in.
Yeah, that's right, the Big South. But I think there's brighter days ahead. As there's ball 4, I think there'll be brighter days ahead. They hired the assistant coach under Jack Leggett from Clemson, Tom Reginas, to be the head coach. And here comes, I believe that's the assistant coach, and I believe that's going to be all for Jordan Blair with that walk.
And that's time for the Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory. Call to the bullpen, sponsored by Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory. Jeff Walker and the folks are located on Grove Street, just off Highway 74 East behind the Golden Corral. Back in 90 seconds.
Spring is here. It's time to start those projects you've been putting off all winter long. And the place to start is Cleveland Lumber Company in Shelby. Brighten up your home with a new coat of Benjamin Moore paint. You'll find every color under the sun, along with all of your painting supplies. Build a deck for those summer cookouts. Fix that leaky faucet in the bathroom, or put in those new windows you've been wanting. Whatever the project, see Cleveland Lumber Company, 217 Arrowwood Street in Shelby. The projects start and end with Cleveland Lumber Company.
Your engagement is a defining moment in your life, and Wright's Jewelry in Boston can help you choose the engagement ring to to perfectly reflect your commitment to her. Whether a princess cut or round brilliant diamond is her choice, Wrights can set it in the ring mounting that will ensure she says yes. Choose from a large selection of beautiful wedding and engagement sets. Serving our area since 1937. Visit Wrights Jewelry, Highway 18 North in Fallston, or online at wrightsjewelrystore.com.
Nature commands not just how fast a plant can grow, but also the shape and direction it grows in. Almost invisible to the human eye, grass can grow up to 5 inches a week. That's 1/1000th of an inch every second minute.
Manage the wild with chainsaws, trimmers, blowers, and lawnmowers from Husqvarna. Husqvarna, taming the wild.
Your local Husqvarna sales and service dealer is Elliott Supply, Highway 182 in Polkville.
82 Shelby team, 3 runs on 4 hits, and he also threw 2 wild pitches that really hurt him in the first inning. As Post 82 leading 3-0, and still don't know who that is at first base. It's number 25, and I don't have a number on that, but we'll try to figure it out. As Chandler Young will come up to the plate, and he hits one right up the middle. And here comes Cody Fitch. He's going to be held up at third base. So bases are going to be loaded, and that was a big base hit by Chandler Young here with 2 outs. As everything has gotten started, Dan, with the 2-out situation.
It has, and by the way, at first base is Hunter Conley. Hunter Conley is at first base for Huntersville.
That's right. He was the DH. That's good.
And that'll bring up top of the order and Jackson Mims.
All right, so Mims got a base hit in the second inning, flew out to the shortstop in the first. He's 1 for 2. Takes the pitch over now for a call strike. Hunter Conley, number 25 right there at first base. All right, so there's going to be a chopper foul down the third base line. Bases are all juiced for Post 82. Cody Fitch at third base, Dustin Green at second, Chandler Young at first. And all of this happening after Brock Milton had flown out to third base. It was a 5-3 put out to Riley Smith for 2 outs. So there was nobody on before you got 2 hits and a walk to load up the bases. There's a pitch down low now for ball 2.
Now I see a lot of pitches near that strike zone. And really, definitely the balls, I've seen some umpires who over the years has a wider strike zone. They'll call them.
You ever remember Sam Holmes?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking about.
There's one upstairs. And I tell you this, if you were not prepared to swing at a wide strike, you better be when Sam Holmes is up there.
One thing you didn't stand up there and wait for a walk with Sam umpiring. That's one good thing about Sam.
Well, the truth of the matter is he was consistent for both teams, and that's what you want. You want consistency among your umpires.
And known Sam for a long time, just a great guy.
Oh, super guy. And here's a pitch down low now for ball 3. So 3-2 with 2 outs. Bases loaded for Post 82. Post 82 leading 3-0. So this is a big situation as the runners are on their way, and there's a ground ball to third base. He's going to boot it, come up with it, to throw to first. Not going to be in time, and 2 runs score. It's 5-0 in Post 82.
That would be an E6, but as Jackson Mims on and a couple runs score, and it's Cody Fitch and Dustin Green score.
That's it. That's great. All right, so now it brings up C.J. Brooks. Post 82 leading 5-0. We're trying to take the series lead 2-1. So we come back to Veterans Field and finish this one out tomorrow night. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 1.
5-0 now on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. But a lot of game to go here.
Yeah. C.J. Brooks got on via the walk in the first inning, scored on a wild pitch, and got a single in the second. There's a pitch in the dirt, and that time Mims is going to go to second base on it.
Good job by catcher Sobo as he kept it in front of him, but it bounced in front of him to about the edge of the grass out there in front of the plate, and no way of getting Mims going to second.
Well, it was a great running situation for Mims as he got to second to get in scoring position. So Chandler Young's on at third, Jackson Mims at second. And there's a pop-up now behind the shortstop. Here comes the left fielder, Underwood, and he'll make the catch for out number 3.
So for post 82, 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and a couple runners left on. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Post 82 leads at 5-0 over Huntersville on Big O Country, WOHS, and WhatsUpShopper.com.
As a parent, every choice that I make is an important one, including which automobile insurance is right for my family. GMAC Insurance and Witherspoon Insurance Agency offer the solutions that I need. They understand the importance of automobiles in my life, and that I depend on quality service to get me where I want to go. Security comes from the knowledge that there's always someone to assist me whenever I may need it. And in the event of an accident, they will handle my claim fairly and quickly. GMAC Insurance and Witherspoon Insurance Agency. They keep my life moving.
Baseball, the national pastime. It's basic, simple. In a time when, for a lot of Americans, many things are not. Your local Allstate agent can help make things a bit easier by saving you money on car insurance. Right off the bat, safe drivers can save up to 25%. Are you in good hands?
Your local Allstate agent is Chris McDaniel at the Chris McDaniel Allstate Insurance Agency, 404 Cherryville Road across from the YMCA in Shelby. Call 704-484-3463.
Leading off for Huntersville, number 3, Connor Duckett.
We come back to Huntersville, and post 82 now leads at 5-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Connor Duncan leads it off. Scott?
All right, so there's a little one hopper now to the second baseman, Cody Fitch. He comes up with a strong throw to first base for out number 1. So Connor Duncan has been retired, and that is the fifth straight batter.
Actually, he beat out the throw.
He didn't beat it out. I thought he got him.
Beat out the throw. It has to be infield single.
All right. And that certainly was a single all the way.
It was hit a deep part over near but a good job of Cody to come up with and make a good throw. It was a bang play at first, but he did beat it out.
All right, so Sobo now will come up to the plate. He's singled to open up the game, and there's going to be a high fly ball into the right field. Right fielder not going to be able to get with it, Loase, and that'll be 2 base hits back to back. And so now they have something going here, nobody out, 2 on. But let's remind you, Dustin Green had 2 on and nobody out in the first inning, and he got out of that one. So we'll see what we can do here.
See if they have them bunting here. Advance no need. Down by 5, but you got plenty of time to get the runs back if you're Huntersville.
All right, time called by Kurt Stabeshevsky.
Stabashevsky.
I'll get it one of these days.
You Stabashevsky. And Shesky, as in
Are you saying like stab Shesky?
Well, I didn't say that. We got Duke people listening.
I know, that's true.
Back in the studio, too.
That's right. All righty. Taps one foul right there. I think that was the would that be a confirmation of the fan back at the station?
Yes, it would.
I would have thought so.
Actually, I tell you what, about Krzyzewski, you can't argue with his success.
He's done very
you can't argue that. He has won so many games and the championships and all. Just can't argue with that.
Lehigh. I just want to remind you, Lehigh. Uh-oh. There's a pitch outside now for ball 1. 1-1 to Camp. Stabashevsky at the plate. I'll get that. I like 3-game series, by the way, because by the time the 3rd game, you'll get all the names right. Stabashevsky. And as Green will step off the rubber.
That Lincoln County series, I knew most of their players, but
yeah,
you know, I did 4 of the 5 games, and I knew most of their players by the time it was over.
That's what happens. Stabashevsky walked and was forced out at second base. And there's one foul down the line. Count's going to go to 1-2, and Dustin Green ahead of the count. 5-0 our score. Post 82 over Huntersville Post 321 here on WOHS 1390 AM. Stabashevsky in the box now with that 2-1 count. Green taking his time as he checks the runner at second base. And there's a pitch, call, third strike right there. And there is strikeout number 4 for Dustin Green.
Big strikeout there.
I'll tell you what, it seems like Dustin Green just bears down whenever he gets in a jam. I know head coach Mike Grayson was telling me that he's the best they got. So that's what you need in a situation like this with the series tied 1-1. And
you want your ace on the mound.
You want your ace to get the advantage for Shelby as we move back to Veterans Field tomorrow night. All right, Will Champion steps in, fouls one out of play. And I'm like you, we may get a souvenir.
That's right, may get one.
It'd have to be way up there. Of course, we could get anything that hit off the front of the press box. So it's a 1-strike count now to Will Champion, who flew out to center field his first time up in the first inning. Green taking his time. And here's the 1-strike pitch over for a call, strike 2. So can he get strikeout number 5? We will find out. Struck out 2 back in the second, got 1 in the first, so he's gotten at least 1 strikeout in an inning. Champion stepping in. There's the pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. He got him chasing it, and there is strikeout number 5.
And what Dustin did there, he put the ball just a little outside. He went fishing for it, couldn't get to it. Good, that's what you like to throw in an 0-2 pitch.
Right. Don't give him anything really good to hit at, and I tell you, Champion was ready to swing. As Hunter Connolly, the now first baseman, will step in, who started the game as the DH. And first pitch now low now for ball 1. So 2 outs in the inning. So can Dustin Green get out of this jam like he did back in the first inning?
We'll see what happens here.
Yeah. 2 on as we have Connor Duncan at second base. Jared Sobo on at first. And there's a fly ball now into left field, and going back as the left fielder, he's going to make the catch, does C.J. Brooks, and that will end the inning.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We go to the 4th inning on the Medical Arts Farmview scoreboard. Shelby 5, Huntersville nothing. You're listening to Post 82 Baseball on WOHS and watching it tonight on whatsupshopper.com.
Summertime is wedding time. If you've got a wedding in your near future, see Chadwick's Bridal and Formals in Shelby. For over 35 years, Chadwick's has been dressing up Shelby and Cleveland County. They are your tuxedo headquarters. Rent 5 and get the 6th one free. No matter the occasion, Chadwick's can dress you up. See Chadwick's Bridal and Formals, 806 West Warren Street in Shelby. It's time to spring into Keys Carbon and Floor Covered in Shelby for the best possible deals on flooring for your home or business. No matter the job, big or small, Keys Carbon and Floor Covering is there to help you with all of your floor covering needs at a price that you can afford. Come on in and Keith will be happy to go out and give you an estimate on your flooring needs. Plus you get professional installation. That's Keys Carbon and Floor Covering, 1162 East Marion Street in Shelby.
Hi, this is Woody Durham for Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies in Shelby. Through the years, I've seen a lot of trophies and plaques, and none appear nicer than those which come from Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies. Their guarantee is not just a guarantee, but a promise for courteous service, the absolute lowest price, quality products, on-time delivery, and most of all, your satisfaction. Awards for all occasions plus rubber stamps and engraving. That's Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies in Shelby.
Carolina Energies is your heating and air service experts. They service all brands and feature complete installations. 24-hour service with on-call technicians is available. Carolina Energies also features electrical services, including lighting, recessed lighting, receptacles, and service upgrades. Plus, they will troubleshoot and repair. They sell, install, and service generators. No job too small. Call Carolina Energies for all your energy needs. 704-482-9561. Carolina Energies, 515 North DeKalb Street, Shelby.
2. Lawasa is, as you said, 0 for 2. I tell you what, it looks a little more ominous than it did just a little bit ago. But hopefully we'll get this one there. There's a ground ball down to third base, and they said it's a foul ball. Good try by Kyle Bynum at third. It was going to be a close play at first base, but I believe he would have beat it out.
He did a good job of coming up with it over there, and but it went just foul before it got to the bag.
Lawasa steps back in with a 2-1 count. Lights are on here at North Mecklenburg. Jared Fortune dealing, and there's a pitch. It's a ground ball now to second base. Stabisevsky gets it, throws to first base in time, and hopefully I'll get that right before it's over with.
Stavishevsky.
I hear you. What I'll do is I'll just yield to you whenever it gets hit over there.
No, you're going to learn it tonight, Scott.
You're right. All right, Nick Triplett now will step in with a 1 out. And, of course, I want to remind you there was 2 outs in the third inning as Shelby, post 82, scored 2 runs on 2 hits after 2 outs. So they did really well. And Nick Triplett today has walked, scored, and has flown out to second base. So he's 0 for 1, rather, in tonight's contest, and takes the first pitch over for a call strike. And there's one popped up into right field, and right fielder will come in to make the catch for out number 2. So now's when they get started, you know.
Yeah, let's get going here. Let's see what Brock can do here. Brock Melton.
So Brock Melton walked, was stranded at second base, and then flew out to third base in the third inning. Will step in, officially 0 for 1. Hitting from the left side. Jared Fortune came in the last inning to relieve the starter, Jordan Blair, as Blair had actually given up a single and a walk. And so head coach Trevon Smith decided it's time for a change. And then he got C.J. Brooks to fly out to the left field for the third and final out. Count's going to 1-1 now to Brock Melton. Nobody on for Shelby. 2 outs. 1-1 pitch. And there's a chopper now over the mound. Going to be a tough play for the shortstop. He gets that out of the glove just in time. And for the first time, Shelby goes down 1-2-3.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 5-0. Post 82 leads it over Huntersville on Big O Country and whatsupshopper.com.
Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory is Shelby's home for family food and fun. Jam and Jay's features a pizza buffet with salad bar. Adult buffet is just $5.99. This price good every day, all day, and no coupon is needed. Ages 4 through 10 buffet is just $3.09, and ages 3 and under, free. And there's a fantastic game room. Call for information on birthday parties at 704-600-6182. So come on in. Locally owned and operated, Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory, 1011 Grove Street behind the Golden Corral in Shelby.
Hi, this is Woody Durham for Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson at Family Dental Care in Shelby. No matter the age, kids, teenagers, and adults, Dr. Stroud, Wilson, and Thompson will take care of your dental needs. They have over 50 years' experience serving the people of Cleveland County. Call 704-482-3281 for family dental care at 416 West Warren Street in Shelby. That's Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson. Kids love them, and you will too.
The athlete's choice. We're talking about S&M Sports Shop in Shelby. Locally owned and operated with the hometown people like Mike, Suzanne, Dale, Luke, Charlie, Adam, and Darren. They can take care of all your athletic needs. S&M Sports Shop is your team outfitter for all local schools in whatever sport you play. S&M has letter jackets for all local high schools and is your Cleveland County headquarters for Oakley Sunglasses. S&M Sports Shop, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby.
Save big on a huge selection of used bikes at Honda Motorcycles of Shelby. Take a look at an 03 VT 750 Ace, only 6,100 miles, was $46.
And of course, they're head-to-head, both pitchers now. Fortune in for the starter, Jordan Blair, 2 innings ago. And there's a pitch down low now for ball one, 1-1 the count. Fortune struck out. He started at first base, Dan, and struck out in the first inning. And that was the start of a string of 5 strikeouts by Dustin Green. So he's done a great job out there on the mound for post 82. All right, 1-1 to count. Time's called by Jared Fortune. He's a left-hander. Wearing number 13. You know, some people think that's good luck. 13. Did you?
No.
Want to wear a 13?
Never did.
Okay.
I've always been a Mickey Mantle number.
All right, 1-1 pitch. It's a ground ball, and it's going to get into center field for a base hit. And again, post 321's done a good job getting base runners aboard. They've left 4 already tonight, but they have not been able to get anything going. It just seems like Dustin Green pitches better whenever he's got men on board, you know?
That's been the story so far. Hopefully it will stay that way.
And again, that is they have had the leadoff man aboard 3 of the 4 innings tonight and not been able to score them. There's a pitch over for a call strike to Eric Seiler, the shortstop, as he grounded out his first time up to second base. So he's 0 for 1. Nobody down, post 82, leading 5-0 here at North Mecklenburg. And there's going to be a ball, and that's going to get into left center field. And so 2 back-to-back hits. As there's a throw to third. Holds the runner, Fortune, at second base. So Seiler gets on.
Nick Triplett come out with quickly and got it in and prevented Fortune from going to third.
So Kyle Bynum now will step up. He struck out his first time up. And really and truly, Bynum and Underwood, Dan, didn't have a clue the first time up for them. And hopefully we can get a couple of outs right here. And he had them bumfuzzled. That's a big name. 5-0 our score. Post 82 ahead of Huntersville post 321. And there's a pitch inside. Ball 1. Lights are on, still not dark. I mean, you can look up and see some blue sky. But gosh, over center field and right field looks pretty ominous. But my radar still says no rain. And there's one right back to the pitcher, and the throw to first base in time, and I swear it felt like it hit. Sounded like it hit somebody. But there'd be out number 1, but that did advance the runner's Fortune to third and Seiler to second base.
Like a bunt there, and
yeah.
But that will count as a time it back goes. He actually swung at it.
Right. 1-3 put out. Dustin Green makes the strong throw to first base. That'll bring up Cameron Underwood. He struck out his first time up in the second, so he's 0 for 1. And there's a pitch outside now for ball 1. Boy, a strikeout be big right here.
That's what we need. Or maybe a line drive to infield and quick double play.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You ever seen a triple play?
I don't believe I've seen it in person, no.
I have. One time. There's a chopper now right in front of the man to throw to first base in time. And see, did they say he was safe? No, okay, he was out. There we go. I knew the throw was on time. But the runners cannot advance because the ball was chopped right down the third baseline, Dan.
Now back to Huntersville, number 3.
And so quickly, 2 out. Cam, we get out of this inning.
Well, another 1-3 put out again, you know.
Yes.
All right, so Connor Duncan, who got a base hit in the third, to step in. He led it off with that single. His fortune's on at third base, Seiler at second. 2 down now. Green deals. There's one tap foul back into the screen. I tell you, talking about What's Up Shopper and you listening and watching tonight on the whatsupshopper.com, you got a big year ahead with Burns Bulldogs football.
Yeah, we'll have Burns football on again this year on whatsupshopper.com. Calvin, myself, I think Josh Collins is going to be a sideline reporter, and Austin Bishop will be our cameraman again this year. So we're looking forward to Burns football again for the 3rd year in a row on whatsupshopper.com.
You know what's amazing is that it seems, football is going to be right around the corner. All right, there's a high fly ball now into center field. Triplett moving back. He's going to make the catch. And once again, Huntersville post 321. Can't get anybody scored. They're going to leave 2 on base.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and as Scott said, 2 left on. We go to the 5th inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Post 82 leads at 5-0 over Huntersville, and you're listening to A Tradition on WOHS, Post 82 American Legion Baseball, and watching it tonight on whatsupshopper.com.
$99 now just $41.99. An 08 Yamaha V-Star 650, only 3,200 miles, was $51.99, only $48.99. And see an 06 Honda Goldwing Trike, priced too low to advertise. And save too on program 4-wheelers. Now $500 off at Honda of Shelby, Highway 74 Bypass East in Shelby.
Since 1998, Cecil Burton Funeral Home and Crematory has been serving the people of Shelby and Cleveland County. Cecil Burton Funeral Home and Crematory is there to help the family in their time of need. Cecil Burton and his staff understands the needs of the families they serve and offer that understanding with personal and professional care. They are there to help guide you through the process with compassion. Cecil Burton Funeral Home and Crematory, locally owned and operated, 106 Cherryville Road in Shelby. Have you got a lamp that does not work? Don't throw it away. Bring it into Shelby Hardware, where Neil Holcomb will repair it for you. Neil can fix table and floor lamps, new or old, and he will also work on chandeliers. Your lamp repair headquarters is Shelby Hardware, serving Shelby and Cleveland County since 1979. Easy access, quick, friendly service. Shelby Hardware, 506 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Call 704-482-4405.
We go to the 5th inning, 5-0. Post 82 leads it over Huntersville. And on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, Riley Smith leads off the Shelby 5th inning.
All right, so Riley Smith is 1 for 2. He got a single in the first, grounded out in the third, and he so far has not gotten a strike thrown against him, so it's a 2-0 count to him. Shelby Post 82 leading Huntersville Post 321 by a score of 5-0. And you know, we talked Dan over the break. It sure would be good to get a couple of insurance runs. And there's a ground ball now to third base, backhanded by Bynum, and throw to first in time, and that was a good play.
Bynum, great player. You know, you think about it, the shortstop and third baseman should have the strongest arms in that infield.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Bynum's got one there.
Certainly did. So that'll be a 5-3 put out if you're keeping score at home. And I'll bring up Cody Fitch, who reached safely on the fielder's choice and got a single and scored back in the third inning. And the reason being, Dan, is trying to get these insurance runs is, let's say, you know, finally Huntersville gets a couple of runs scored. Well, all of a sudden you're just 3 runs ahead and they're within striking distance, and certainly would be good to get a couple more runs right here. But Fitch takes the first pitch for ball 1. Next one, I believe, hit him. He's wincing with a little bit of pain.
Yeah.
So
hit his back, hitting in the back, and
so
Cody will shake it off and go to first.
All right.
He's been on all 3 times now. As you mentioned, he has had 2 singles coming into his plate appearance.
Well, what's really hurt Huntersville tonight was, in that first inning, giving up the couple of runs there on a couple of wild pitches, coupled with Jordan Blair walking 3 runners. So, that gave early lead.
Yeah, wild pitch scored C.J. Brooks, and later on Nick Triplett scored on the Riley Smith single.
Right.
But the wild pitches advanced the runners around and scoring position.
To where they were scoring.
Yes.
Good score, yeah. So now Dustin Green up, and there's one popped up in foul territory behind first base, and Hunter Connolly makes the catch. For out number 2.
Shelby, number 9, Chandler Young.
So Chandler Young now will step up. He's 1 for 2 with that single in the 3rd inning, stranded at third base. And then he also grounded out to third base back in the 2nd. So Jared Fortune dealing, and there's a swing and a miss, strike 1.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Chandler actually drove in a run with that single back in the 2nd, did he not?
I think that's right.
I forgot to put that down on my score sheet.
All right, there's a ball, ground ball now hit to second base. He bobbles it, throws back to first base, and that's going to be the 3rd and final out.
4 post 82, no runs, no hits, no errors. There was 1 left, but we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're halfway through in Huntersville tonight. Post 82 leads it in the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard 5-0 on WOHS and whatsupshopper.com.
Since 1900, the Stamey Funeral Home in Fallston has been serving the families of our area with the finest in funeral service. In 1998, the Tysinger family began to serve the families of the Cherryville community, and today are a proud member of that community, providing services with dignity and respect. Caring for your family like our own, that's their slogan. Come talk with manager Pete Kraft about the services they provide at the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home, 405 North Dixie Street in Cherryville.
If someone tried to sell you trouble, you wouldn't pay money for it. That's a product nobody wants. But without the right kind of maintenance for your car, that's what you get. Part of that maintenance should be regular oil changes. The folks at Rapid Pace Oil Change in Boiling Springs will take care of this aspect of maintenance for you. And Rapid Pace is an official state inspection station. So when your vehicle's state inspection date comes up, see the folks at Rapid Pace Oil Change, 201 South Main Street in Boiling Springs.
Leading off for Huntersville, number 1, Jared Sobo.
We come back, bottom of the 5th inning, ground ball by leadoff hitter Jared Sobo. It's aired by shortstop Chandler Young. So Sobo on on the error here in the 5th inning.
If you got Dustin Green on the mound, that doesn't really bother you because he gives up a couple of hits or gets 2 men on base and then goes to work and gets them down 1, 2, 3. So we'll see what happens as Stablashevsky will step in, and there's a pitch outside now for ball 1. And, I'm going to ask you a leading question here because I know you've had this before. You ever had a liver mush pizza?
Yeah.
Jam and J's?
Jam and J's. Guys.
Oh.
I did. I ate a piece one day over there, yeah.
Oh, it is really, really good. Of course, I love liver mush. Well, there is Sobo moving on down to second base. A little stolen base for him.
And Riley Smith had no chance at it. The ball was inside and to Stabashevsky, and just with no way he can get the ball down there to second.
All right. And there's the pitch, and there's a little looper now in the right field, and it'll be caught by Loase, and that will be out number 1. Man, he played it well because I thought it was going to drop in for a base hit.
Yeah, well, it looked like it was going to be a Texas leaguer over there, but but Evan got in there quickly and had it 40 out.
All right, so it brings up Will Champion, post 321 of Huntersville. As you're listening live here at North Mecklenburg High School, American Legion Baseball on WOHS 1390 AM. And let us not forget to mention the video stream on whatsupshopper.com.
And by the way, Cherryville, Union County, I believe, in the 6th inning now, tied at 2 over at Fraley Field, yeah.
Going to be a tight one there. Oh, beautiful pitch on the inside part of the plate, that time by Dustin Green, so it's an 0-2 count to Will Champion. Champion 0 for 2, as we said. He was the strikeout victim number 5 by Dustin Green. So Green has pitched a really good one tonight. Has a 5-0 lead for post 82. And that one misses. 1-2 the count. Tell you, it's a good job that time because you don't really need to throw anything good on an 0-2 pitch, and you might get somebody to swing at something bad and get your 6th strikeout.
And that happened one time already tonight.
It sure did. All right, he checks the runner at second base. There's a swing and a foul tip back to us. And it's just so nice we've got a screen right here, you know.
It is, because I wouldn't be here if we didn't.
That's for sure. Oh, me. So the count remains 1-2 to Will Champion. We're in the bottom half of the 5th inning here, as we said, post 82, with Dustin Green on the mound, pitching a 5-hit shutout. And there's a ball hit right up the middle. Cody Fitch up with it and not able to come up with it. And I believe it's a base hit, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
That's too hard of a play right there for him to get it behind the mound.
And holding it third on the play was Sobo.
Right. So 1st and 3rd with 1 out as Hunter Connolly, the DH turned first baseman, steps in. He was safe on the fielder's choice in the 1st inning, flew out to left field in the 3rd. Fished the 0 for 1 tonight. And as you said, Sobo on at third base, Champion on at first. And there's a pitch over for a call strike. I mean, can't you see it? Dustin Green just bears down whenever he gets in a jam like this, you know? And he gets the pitches over, you know, gets the pitches that he needs to get over the plate for the strike. Throw to first base. Back in time is Champion. Champion donning a white baseball helmet. I don't like a white baseball helmet on first base. I didn't notice he had that on when he was batting, did you?
No, I didn't.
Everybody else has the black. All right, so Green with an 0-1 pitch is down in the dirt. Throw down to second base. Not going to be in time. And normally that's kind of a gimme because you worry about throwing it to second base with a guy at third. Scoring. But it'll be a stolen base for Will Champion.
And 2 runners in scoring position now for Huntersville.
And pitch was over for a call strike, so there's going to be a ground ball now. They'll give up the run for the out. And there's the throw to first in time, and post 321 finally scores their first run as Sobo scores, making it a 5-1 ball game in favor of post 82.
And Will Champion going over to third on the play. So he's 60 feet away from possibly scoring.
And Jared Fortune will step in, takes the first pitch inside for ball 1.
I'll tell you, these clouds become more and more.
I know it. It looks tough over there in right center. Well, look over here down the third baseline.
Yeah, look over left field.
Yeah. But, if you look up, they don't have much depth because there's a ball that's going to be smothered by the second baseman, not able to come up with it. and Champion will score, and it becomes a 5-2 ball game now in favor of Post 82.
And that'll have to go as a base hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Cody Fitch dove for it and knocked it down. But no way to get the runner out at first. And an RBI for Fortune.
But if you look straight up, Dan, you can see blue sky.
Yes.
So it's not a very deep cloud cover. And there's a pitch outside now for ball one to Eric Seiler. Seiler's 1 for 2 today with Fortune on at first base. And you know what we talked about's happened. Now they've come within 3 runs of Post 82. And what you want to do is you want to answer back. And hopefully Post 82 can score a couple in the bottom.
Yeah,
or at the top of
six, yeah.
Inning, yeah.
Get those runs back and maybe add a couple more other than those 2.
Pitch over for a call strike. Some of the home crowd thinking that was a ball as well. So it's going to be an even 1-1 count. And there's one chop foul down the third baseline. Again, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock start time at Veterans Field.
Veterans Field, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Airtime with WOHS will be at 6:45. I'm not sure we'll have that game on What's Up Shopper tomorrow night. We'll have to wait and see. Good possibility we will, but we'll just have to wait and see.
There's a swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there is strikeout number 6, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
But Huntersville picked up a couple runs on a couple of hits. There was one Shelby error and one left on. We go to the 6th inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. It is an official game now.
All right.
And Post 82 leads it by a score of 5-2 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard on whatsupshopper.com and WOHS.
From online banking to high-yield CDs, we're all about financial services with Hometown Spirit. High-performance auto loans, comfortable home mortgages, savings that'll save the day. It's all here, and it all comes with a hometown heart and spirit you won't find at other places. Come in, let's talk. We're an equal housing lender. Substantial penalty for early withdrawals on CDs. First National Bank. Hometown banking since 1874. Member FDIC.
Year-round fun begins at the Bargain Station brand name outlet on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Keep cool with baubles. Bobble-in sets are just $6.99 and complete bottle sets are $9.95. You'll find luggage and bags, sporting equipment including golf clubs, grills for cooking, and much more. All at big savings to you. The Bargain Station name brand outlet, 4400 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right next to Honda Motorcycles. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, Saturdays, 9 till 2.
TV.
Leading off for Shelby, number 6, Jackson Mills.
Go to the 6th inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard in Post 82. Still leads, but their lead has been cut a little bit now. 5-2 our score now. Post 82 on top over Huntersville. And as we go to the 6th inning, top of the order up, Jackson Mims, C.J. Brooks, and Evan Loases.
All right, so there's the first pitch by Fortune in the dirt now for ball one. And as we talked about it in the, I guess, bottom half of the 5th inning, it's how you respond to another team scoring. You need to try to go ahead and get that advantage back. You at least need a 4-run advantage because the other team has to load up the bases and for the tying run to come to the plate. So hopefully we can get at least a 4-run advantage here.
Well, we'll take a 5-er.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll take a 6.
That's right. Or a 7.
7, 8. Hey, let's just win the game.
That's exactly right. Yeah, the next pitch was fouled out of play. So 1-1 pitch coming. And there's one low now for ball 2. 5-2 our score, Post 82 ahead of Huntersville Post 321 in this best of 5 game series. All tied up at 1 apiece. And there's one popped up out of play as well.
This field is located just to the left of the football facility here at North Mac. And I know Shelby High fans remember a few years ago, the Golden Lions played North Mecklenburg for 2 years. and beat them both years back, I don't know how many years ago.
I bet they didn't like that either.
They didn't, and a 4-year contract became a 2-year contract.
All right, 2-2 pitch, down low, ball 3. So maybe Mims can get on the easy way via the walk. North Meck's a 4A school.
It
so
is.
You can imagine how embarrassing that is for a 2A school to come up here and beat them. So, or they may have been 3A when they played. I don't know.
Yeah, I believe it was 2A. It was 2A, yes.
3-2 pitch outside, ball 4, and Mims gets on with a leadoff walk.
And Jackson on for the 3rd time tonight.
And the crowd getting into it now up here.
The locals not happy with the call.
And you can just do so much when you get your leadoff man aboard. And, of course, Huntersville not being able to really do very much. They did get their leadoff man scored in the 5th inning. And he squares to bunt, does C.J. Brooks, and it's over for a call strike anyway. As Brooks walked in the 1st and scored, singled in the 2nd, was stranded at second base, and flew out to left field in the 3rd. It's officially 1 for 2. Squares to bunt, pops it up. Here comes the catcher back, and does he make the catch? He does, right in front of us at the backstop. And I tell you, he had to
hustle to get there. And slid catching, yeah. But I tell you what, that's when you bunt the ball, you got to get it down on the ground. That's
certainly
the danger there. Luckily for post 82, that was fouled far enough back that Mims was able to get back to first base. You see those DPs so much in that situation.
Luaces now will step in. He's 0 for 3, so he is due now with 1 out. Mims on at first base, and there's a strike call.
He's actually 0 for 2 because the 2nd inning was a sacrifice fly, and they drove in a run, so that doesn't count as an official at bat.
I got you. I forgot to note that. There's a pitch down low. Ball 1, 1-1 to count.
Yeah, that fly ball back in the 2nd inning scored Cody Fitch.
Post 82 trying to get back one of the runs they gave up in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-1 pitch, tapped in dirt, foul. So the count's going to go to 1-2. I tell you, the wind's still continuing to blow out to center field, but you can't really tell it here. It might help just a little bit, but not all that much for the hitters.
But we've seen some home runs in the series already.
Yeah.
Conley had a home run here Monday night for Huntersville. Of course, Luaces on second game in Shelby Tuesday night.
All right, Luaces takes the one down low now. The count's going to go even, 2-2. 5-2 our score, post 82. On top of Huntersville, post 321. Here in the top half of the 6th inning. All right, Luaces hits one into right field. Right fielder coming up. Champion will make the catch for out number 2. I know we've already talked about this, but boy, what a knockdown drag out it's going to be, or it is in Cherryville. 2-2 the score over there. And
I believe they're about the 7th inning now. I believe,
I imagine so. And Cherryville could hold on and maybe win that one. They were down 2-0, would win that series, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it was down 2-0 earlier in this game. They lead the series 2-0. Yep.
Right. All right, Nick Triplett steps up. He's hitless tonight and swings and misses at the first of the strike 1.
And remember, yesterday, Union County, game 2 was actually played in Cherryville last night. Union County was the home team on the scoreboard, but I think it's something like 18-1. Cherryville won that in the 7-inning Mercy Rule game.
All right. Now, why did that happen?
I'm not sure.
They couldn't play back at their place, and so they decided they'd just play it.
Yeah, they play their games at Wingate University. And
I see. All right, Triplett. It's Last pitch was over for a call strike, and there's going to be a ground ball now. Hit to third, hits off of his glove into foul territory, and they're going to move the runner, Mims, all the way to third base. Beat Big E5 on that play.
Second error for Huntersville here tonight.
And that could come back to really haunt Huntersville because Mims now all the way to third base on it. Could score to get at least one of the runs back as Brock Melton will step in.
Brock looking for his first hit tonight. Has been on via base on balls back in the first inning.
Runners on the corners, triplet at first. And the pitch is low now for ball one. Oh, that would be really great. I like the 4-run advantage, so we'll see what happens here. As Jackson Mims got on with the base on balls, went all the way to third on that error. Brock Melton ready to get a deal, and there's a little ground ball now to second base. He flips to first in time, and that will do it for post 82.
No runs, no hits. There was one error and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th on the Medical Arts Farmview scoreboard. Post 82 leads at 5-2 over Huntersville. And you're listening to Post 82 Baseball on WOHS 1390 AM and watching it on WhatsAppShopper.com.
Hospice of Cleveland County is proud to sponsor this local sporting event. Hospice of Cleveland County is there for you when you need comfort and care. Referrals can be made by the patient, family members, a physician, a minister, a friend, or anyone who cares. Their professional staff at Hospice of Cleveland County is committed to preserving human dignity through compassion, integrity, and excellence in patient care. For more information, call 704-487-4677 or visit the website at hospicecares.cc. Angus is the word for beef, and Adora Supermarket and Broad River Hams in Shelby, AA grade, premium quality, affordable priced, high river Angus. And they'll cut your Angus steaks upon request. Get the perfect steak for your perfect cookout. Right now, get ribeye, T-bone, or porterhouse steaks for only $6.99 a pound, plus ground chuck, chicken, hot dogs, and fish. And ask about their bundle specials from 16 to 50 pound to big company bundles. At Adora Supermarket and Broad River Hams, 1026 East Marion Street in Shelby.
Blanton Cars is slashing down payments. We offer down payments as low as $500. We are the most experienced buy here, pay here dealer in Cleveland County. We have cars as new as 2010 models that we will finance in-house. We don't look at your past credit. Your job is your credit here. We have payment plans to fit your budget. Stop by today and let us put you in the car you deserve. Blanton Cars has 2 locations to serve you in Shelby, East Dixon Boulevard across from the Western Sizzlin' and West Dixon Boulevard beside Taco Bell.
The first pitch was over for a call strike. Next one misses. And good news, I was looking at that bottom half of the order, and there's only been 1 hit by all 3 of them. To give you an idea, post 321, Huntersville has 2 runs on 7 hits. So, and Green has gotten a couple strikeouts as well, and also made 1-3 putouts on Bynum and Underwood as well. So, as that one's fouled out of play, and Dustin Green ahead of the count 1-2. Bynum is hitless as he struck out and grounded out to the pitcher. And there's going to be a little looper now, and that's going to get into right field for a base hit.
4th straight inning that Huntersville's got their leadoff runner on. Or leadoff batter on, I should say.
And you know, it's only been 1 inning that they didn't have one on.
Yep. And that was
back in the second.
Mm-hmm.
So they have done very well, but Dustin Green's been equal to the task. He's been able to get on the mound and really slam the door. As Cameron Underwood will step in, he's also hitless 0-2 with a strikeout and a ground that back to him. And there's a throw down to second base. Did he get it? He got him. Yeah, Kyle Bynum tried to steal second base. The throw was a little bit high by Riley Smith, but a good job by Cody Fitch to get that one down. Good looking.
Yeah, the ball up high, and Cody did a great job coming down and putting the tag on the runner in time for the out.
So that erases that runner and has 1 out now for Underwood, who took a strike call on it. Green ready to deal. There's a chopper foul, so Dustin's got him where he wants him with an 0-2 count. Struck him out back in the second inning. Green with 6 strikeouts tonight. And this one, the big waste pitch. That one a little bit too far out.
You know, yesterday, the game was postponed fairly early yesterday. I found out around 3:30, but down here, I know they had a lot of rain in the Charlotte area. And I thought, well, maybe they should move it to Shelby and play.
Right.
Then the rains hit Shelby about 6:30.
There's a chopper up the middle and throw to first base in time. And, man, that was a big, strong throw by Chandler Young for the second out of the inning, and the natives are restless as Underwood thought he beat it out.
And he is out, 2 out. And I tell you what, this infield, you know, I mentioned the youngsters in the infield. Mims at third, Young at short, and Fitch at second. They have just finished their sophomore years in high school. Hey, they got possibly 3 more years for this post-82 team.
Well, see, it's wonderful because of the fact, and even on into their college career, because, you know, 19 is the cutoff age, but just to give you an idea of them being sophomores, how good are they going to be when they get to be seniors? You know, they've played with each other all that time. And believe you me, age makes a difference in this area. All right, so it brings up Connor Duncan, and I believe the little black book came out by the home plate umpire, and somebody will be warned over there on the Huntersville side for probably arguing just a little bit about the put out at first base.
I think the only person can really say anything to the umpire is the head coach.
Right.
And players definitely can't.
Well, and I think Underwood was saying a few things out there.
So Underwood is not the head coach.
Right.
It was close, folks. That's all I'm going to say. But we'll take it.
That's it. All right, so Connor Duncan, the number 9 hitter on this post-321 team, will step in. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit. And he takes first pitch over for a call strike. 2 outs, nobody on. It'll be a great throw by the catcher Riley Smith to erase the base hit by Kyle Bynum. It is Bynum. Next one misses. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. 5-2 the score, post 82 on top. And that one misses. 2-1. Both teams with a victory in this best of 5 series. Winner of this one gets the advantage tomorrow night. Trying to finish it out in 4 games. Next one misses, so it's a 3-1 count now with 2 outs. Sobo on deck. There's a ground ball now hit to second base. Fitch up with it. Throw to first. In time. Got him by half a step.
And no runs. 1 hit. No errors. Nobody left. We go to the 7th inning on the Medical Arts Farmview scoreboard. Post 82 leading Huntersville 5-2 on Big O Country and whatsupshopper.com.
There's never been a better time to switch to Nationwide and save. For auto, home, life, or business insurance, call Heather, Gary, Mark, or Gaylord at the Gaylord Brawley Nationwide Insurance Agency in Shelby. You can trust Nationwide, serving North Carolina customers since 1928 and number 1 for 20 straight years. The Gaylord Brawley Nationwide Insurance Agency, 1235 Falston Road in Shelby. Call 704-484-2680. The Mattress Store in Shelby has the largest selection and lowest prices in Cleveland County. There are over 25 different floor models to choose from. Come by and check out the selection of mattresses by Simmons, Sealy, Symbol, and Park Place. The Mattress Store has any price or firmness you're looking for. Also check out the selection of headboards, frames, and waterbed supplies. Financing and delivery is available. The Mattress Store, Highway 18 North, Shelby.
former club members Denzel Washington and Jennifer Lopez for the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to
come back to veteran. Here I am trying to get home again. We're not home yet.
We're going to be home tomorrow night.
Yeah,
we are.
Buddy and Andy have that game for you tomorrow night at Veteransville Keeter Stadium. But we're back at North Mac High in Huntersville. We go to the 7th inning as Post 82 leads at 5-2 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 5-2 also, Union County leads Cherryville in the 8th inning, I believe it is over there now. So that's another score I want to pass along to you. For Shelby, Riley Smith leads it off.
All right, and so Union County trying to breathe a little breath of life in there. They're down 2-0 in that series.
And if they win tonight, they'll go back to Wingate tomorrow night.
I hear you. Okay. Well, Riley Smith fouls the first pitch off for strike one. Smith is 1 for 3 with a base hit first. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Jared Fortune still on the mound, the left-hander in relief of Jordan Blair, the starter for Post 321 of Huntersville. And we still kind of have our rabbit's foot in our pockets as far as rain is concerned. There's a little bit in South Charlotte. But hopefully we won't get it here. But if we get rain here and it finishes this game, we win it. So
yeah,
it's not bad either.
As long as the score stays this way, yeah.
Yeah, there's a foul ball now. So 1-2 the count to Riley Smith, who's leading it off.
Again, thanks to Clint Spencer, who's handling our producing job here tonight for WhatsAppShopper.com. He's up at the camera right behind us, right outside the press box, and doing a good job tonight. Appreciate Clint and his work. And, hey, again, he's a big Redskin fan, too.
Yeah, he's good. There's a ball hit down the line, and it's going to go foul. And we would be what am I trying to say? We'd be in bad shape if we did not also give credit to Steve Roberts back at the station.
We was waiting to tell. I got my file for Steve tonight. We can talk about it now. Steve's doing a good job, as always, back in the WHS studios on West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
You realize they've got all the switches.
Yes.
So we're just as good as their switches.
That's right.
You know what I mean? All right, Riley Smith's fought his way back. It's a 2-2 count. There's a swing and a miss. And he'll have to complete the strikeout, and it's a throw over the first baseman. And so he will get on. It'll be a strikeout, but not a put out. And Riley Smith gets on first base.
And that'll be on an error, too, now, because the throwing error by the catcher.
Yeah. All right, so Cody Fitch now will step in.
Cody's had a good night at the plate.
Yeah.
He reached base for a fielder's choice, base hit, and scored a run in the 3rd, and hit by a pitch in the 5th.
Took one for the Gipper there in the 5th inning. He's going to square it a bunt. There's a nice bunt down the first baseline, and it looks like Conley's just going to make the tag on Fitch. Will move the runner Riley Smith to second base. And that is a big run. And it's too bad that, it's a good thing they didn't convert it. But the strikeout, and, Fortune's looking and saying, I struck him out. We didn't get him out. But Riley Smith now represents the 6th run for Post 82 at second base, and more important,
forge their future.
You can change a child's future. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs.
Awesome. As Fitch swings and misses at the first one.
Great futures start here.
That was a 3 unassisted right there on Cody Fitch on that bunt.
And I'll say something in defense of Clint Spencer. He set up all this stuff tonight. He's handling the camera. I'm down here going from live shot to commercial. So if the commercials or live shots mess up, it's my fault.
You've got the buttons. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, it's a Green now. Dustin Green, the starting pitcher for Post 82 with a 1-1 count. There's a pitch outside, 2-1.
And Clint, by the way, is a NASCAR rider for What's Up Shopper.
That's great.
And that's the reason he's on the cover this week with Harry Gant.
All right.
The What's Up Shopper picked one up. Your neighborhood store, you'll find one.
All right, the 2-1 pitch down low, ball 3. Be okay. Get him on at first base. As we said, Riley Smith's on at second base. Post 82 leading 5-2 over Huntersville. And we're certainly glad you've listening to us on WOHS 1390 AM, as well as the live video stream on whatsupshopper.com. Pitch in the dirt, and the runner's going to go to third base on the walk, as it'll be a walk and a wild pitch to get Riley Smith to third.
Now back to Shelby, number 9, Chandler Young.
And
So
one out in the inning.
Yeah, just 90 feet away, a big Pegram insurance run. Down at third is Riley Smith. Actually, Chandler Young comes up now.
Well, and what you want to do is get the ball out of the infield. That's certainly about the only thing. Only the bad thing can happen is to get a ground ball that would turn into a double play. As Young fouls one back.
Right up. And
I flinched.
It hit our crowd mic here. You see where?
Yeah. It flinched.
You heard that little tone?
Yeah. I'm not sure we got the crowd mic on, do we?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. All right. Well, Young now with a 0-1 count. Down low now for ball 1. 1-1 the count.
That's a very big run, I think, down at third for post 82.
It really is.
And if we get the one at first round, too, that'd be great.
And again, it's all because post 321 would have to load the bases to bring the tying run to the plate. There's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Still only one out, so you got a couple of shots at scoring Riley Smith. And for all practical purposes, Dan, he shouldn't be there.
Yeah. He reached base on an throwing error after a strikeout.
That's right. So you certainly want to take advantage when they give you those gifts. Squares to bunt, it's a safety squeeze, but it's bunted foul.
And he is out. That'll be a strikeout.
Yep, that was on the second strike of the at-bat.
Yeah, well, he had 2 strikes on him.
And, you know, every now and again you'll see that where coaches will ask ball players to bunt on a second strike. You'll see it a lot in college baseball. But now with 2 outs, it's going to take a base hit now, as Jackson Mims will step in. Mims went all the way to third base in the 6th inning as he led things off with a base on balls. And the pitch is low now for ball 1. Runners on the corners, Riley Smith at third, Dustin Green at first. 5-2 our score, post 82 ahead. And there's going to be a high fly ball now. It looks like it's going to get in the gap, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. Here's 1 run scored, Riley Smith does. And here they're going to wave Dustin Green all the way from first base. And there's the throw to third base, gets away from the third baseman, but it's going to be a big triple there for Jackson Mims.
2 RBI triple for Jackson Mims. Big hit for the Shelby third baseman.
Well, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Man, oh man, what a great hit that was. And it gets back the 2 runs they gave up to Huntersville back in the 5th inning, and it's a 7-2 score, favored post 82.
Now, folks, tomorrow night, come out the Veterans Field in Keeter Stadium. Support these young men. They've been working hard, and it really feels good to hear your home fans screaming and cheering you along there as a coach comes out to talk to his pitcher. I want to do a shout-out quick to one of our longtime sponsors, WOHS, and that's GT McSwain's in Boiling Springs. They'll be closing soon. They've been in business 65 years. They'll be closing their doors. If you look in the What's Up Shopper today, a big full-page ad on what's going on, a liquidation sale. And also, you'll hear it on WOHS tomorrow, as we're beginning tomorrow as well, about GT McSwain's. I want to say hello to Neil and Betty and Mike and all the folks out there. They've been great friends of mine over the last few years. It's been my account, and I appreciate everything they've done. But they will be closing pretty soon, and and we want to wish them the best. But you can go out there now and save some big money. Everything is marked 15 to 25% off on hardware, appliances, furniture, and hardware. And let's say hardware items. Go out and check, see what they got. At GT McSwain's are open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
That's great, and what an institution that was. As I feel some rain coming.
Yeah, it is.
Get her thing going here.
Yeah, see what we're going to do here.
Oh man. My radar thing didn't work too good, did it? It said it was not going to be raining, but we're going to get a little bit of showers right here. And there's a ground ball now hit to second base by C.J. Brooks, and it's over to first base in time. But, boy, what a great inning it was for Shelby Post 82.
They pick up 2 runs on 1 hit. There was one error and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Post 82 leads at 7-2 over Huntersville on Big O Country and WhatsUpShopper.com.
Put that thing up right quick.
See if
can open doors for children to have great futures at the Boys and Girls Club of Cleveland County. Visit us at 412 West Sumter Street or at greatfutures.org.
Lell Hardware and Garden Center is in its 21st year of serving you with the best selection of hardware, lawn and garden supplies, and a wide variety of dog and other animal foods. Ed and Linda Lell thank you for your patronage and remind you that now is the time for their spring yard and garden projects. They have fertilizer, grass seed, pine needles, mulch, garden seed, and plants. And if you're planting your first garden, Lell Hardware has everything you need. Lell Hardware and Garden Center, Highway 18 between Shelby and Falston. When accidents happen, it's reassuring to know that quick expert care is nearby. Carolina's Healthcare Urgent Care Shelby is now open and is staffed with experienced physicians, mid-level providers, nurses, and support personnel equipped with on-site laboratory and x-ray services. So keep our new location and contact information close by for immediate access to the region's preferred health care and largest physicians network. Carolina's Healthcare Urgent Care, 1010 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby.
Medical Arts Pharmacy is your locally owned independent hometown pharmacy. Unlike the big chain stores, Medical Arts Pharmacy calls you by name and treats you like family and friends, not a number. Medical Arts has more National Board certified technicians and personnel than other pharmacies to keep down your waiting time on prescriptions. Online refills at medicalartsofshelby.com. Medical Arts Pharmacy, 108 Grover Street near the hospital in Shelby. Call 704-487-8068.
Everyone knows Kibo's has the most delicious pizza around, but
and we're doing some things here to try to get our equipment covered up. So bear with us just a moment, and we'll get back with you in just a moment here on What's Up Shopper and WOHS. And let's send it back to the studio for this 60-second timeout on WOHS.
now Kibo's has breakfast biscuits and hot wings. Yes, now you can get bacon, egg, liver mush, and sausage biscuits, and fantastic hot wings. Keith and RB remind you that Kibo's is also your one stop when you run out of milk, bread, soft drinks, candy, gum, crackers, charcoal, soap, tobacco, oil, and when you're running low on gas. There's also fresh produce and hand-dipped ice cream at Kibo's, Highway 226 North at Zion Church Road in Shelby.
You know, some things just go together, like Romeo and Juliet, like lipstick and lips, like shoes and socks, but not sandals and socks. That's not a good look. Like action movies and catchphrases, like McDonald's and an icy cold Coke. And now any size Coca-Cola, soft drink, or sweet tea from McDonald's is just $1, so they go even more together, like reality shows and hot tubs. McDonald's and Coke, the simple joy of being made for each other. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time, a la carte only.
West End Sales in Vale is proud to welcome Ron Parker to their staff. Ron takes his time to invite his friends and former customers to come by and see him for all of your farm and lawn and garden equipment needs. And for a limited time, get a free loader with any Coyote Series tractor, excluding the DS Series. And get a free first-time oil change with the purchase of any new tractor. See Ron Parker today at West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail. So you think it'll take a miracle to get affordable insurance? Well, Pilgrim Insurance in Shelby and Lincoln believes in miracles. Come by and talk with one of their friendly, helpful staff members. Call now for a free quote, and you'll find you'll get lower rates and better service. Pilgrim will insure any driver, any age, any vehicle. Yes, miracles do happen. Visit Pilgrim Insurance, 220 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, and on Clark Drive in the Town & Country Shopping Center in Lincoln. Thinking about new carpet or floor covering for your home? Then think about Flooring America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Gastonia. Either one is just a short drive away. You'll find name brand floor covering at great prices with expert installation. Come in and check out the savings today. Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, and Carpet One Interiors, 2759 East Ozark Avenue in Gastonia. There's a store near you.
The Vinnie Lumber and Salvage in Polkville can save you on everything from hardware items to landscape timbers to treated lumber and mulch. Plus, Vinnie's has dog kennels, paneling, windows, hardwood flooring, doors, exterior shutters, and more. So whether you're building new or remodeling, see Max and the folks at the Vinnie Lumber and Salvage. Call 704-538-8211 for the Vinnie Lumber and Salvage, Highway 226 in downtown Polkville.
Got a special occasion coming.
82, he's done a super job tonight. As there's a pitch outside now, 1-1. They actually looked to try to maybe change pitchers in the last inning, but Jared Fortune stayed in the game. So post 82 gets the 2 runs they gave up back in the 5th inning, and the lead now 7-2. As there's a swing and a miss for strike 2.
And I'm trying to see, is that Dustin Green still on the mound?
Yeah, I think so, because it's the sidearm motion.
We got a couple throwers like that, though.
Well, it may be. You're right. It kind of looks like him there. Try to get a number there in a minute. And there's a pitch way outside now, so the count's going to go to 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and that's what you call deuces wild.
It is Dustin still on the mound, yes.
Okay, that's good. This is the bottom of the 7th inning. We had the 7th inning stretch as we tried to get our 10 up to keep things dry.
Not much raining now though. I hope that's all we'll have.
Maybe that's it. 2-2 pitch outside, ball 3. Will Champion's on at first base for Huntersville. Post 321 with 2 outs. And the good news for post 82 is Huntersville's knocked on the door several times, and with the exception of the 5th inning, they've been able to keep them at bay. And here's a team that has got 8 hits on the day, only 2 runs on 8 hits, but they have left 7 men on board tonight. All right, runner's on his way. There's another foul ball. Just went right over the post 82 dugout down the third baseline. That's the visiting dugout. Oh, yeah, let's see. Cherryville has bases loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning, down 3. So we'll see what happens there in Cherryville tonight between them and Union County. Down 7-2, I believe, right now. So there's one foul back into the screen. Will Champion off on the pitch.
Yeah, they're playing at Fraley Field, and you know what happened in the first game of that series. Union County went to the bottom of the 9th inning, leading 3-2. They tied it, went to extra innings, and the 10th inning, Cherryville got a 3-run walk-off homer.
All right, there's a pop-up in the infield. Looks like Jackson Mims is going to get under at third. Makes the catch, and that will do it here in the 7th for post 321.
No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We go to the 8th inning on the Medical Arts Farmview scoreboard. Post 82 leads it 7-2 over Huntersville. You're listening to Post 82 Baseball on WOHS and whatsupshopper.com.
Up, celebrate it with a greeting card from the new greeting card section at Griffin Drugstore in downtown Kings Mountain. Griffin Drugstore now has a new $1 greeting card section. Since 1919, Griffin Drugstore has been serving the people of Kings Mountain with the finest in prescription service, featuring free citywide delivery and 10% senior citizens discounts. Griffin Drug, 129 West Mountain Street, downtown Kings Mountain.
Ready to travel? Then first travel into Young RVs in Kings Mountain. Take a look at the Viking Ultralight Conventional Travel Trailer with prices starting at $89.95. Choose from 3 great floor plans. And if you want to camp on Easy Street, see the Viking Hybrid Camping Trailers starting at $59.95. This unit has features you can't live without. See the Viking difference. Viking Travel Trailers and Campers available from Young RV Sales on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 Bypass intersection, Kings Mountain.
Face. I don't believe it. We're right at it, too. Right there.
All right.
That little spot right there.
Yeah. Well, we could get another one for it.
Yeah.
This game goes any longer.
I know it.
Well, that's ahead.
We're back here at North Mech High in Huntersville. We'll go to the 8th inning. Post 82 leads at 7-2 over this Huntersville team on the Medical Arts Farmview scoreboard. And coming up to lead off the Post 82 8th inning will be Evan Lawase, followed by Nick Triplett and Brock Melton. I guess you call it the meat of the order.
That's
Scott.
what you call it. That is for sure. Of course, Jared Fortune's still on the mound for Post 321 of Huntersville, and he deals the first pitch low for ball 1. Lawase is hitless tonight. He did have a sacrifice fly that scored a run back in the 2nd inning. So he is due. And he's going to hit one sharply into center field, but right at the center fielder, Connor Duncan, for out number 1. Hit that one hard.
He did. And of course, Evan had that sacrifice fly back in the 2nd in the driving run, but he's still looking for his first hit. And up comes Nick Triplett. He also is looking for his first hit. He's reached base on the base on balls in the 1st and later scored that inning, and reached base on an error in the 6th. He's 0 for 3 tonight.
All right, the first pitch, nice. Off-speed pitch that time, a Fortune over for a call strike.
And Nick is our Ora Supermarket player to watch tonight for Post 82.
All right, there's a strike 2 to him.
Talk about Cherville being down by 3 in the bottom of the ninth. Got the bases loaded, 1 out. Hey,
it can happen.
They can win it.
Yeah.
They're playing at Fraley Field at Post 100 Magic over there.
And another foul out of play. Yeah, I believe that it is a final now. Union County defeated Cherville 5-3.
5-3, okay.
And that was Cherville's 15-game winning streak that came to an end tonight.
Okay.
And they will play Game 4 Friday night at 7 o'clock in Union County. All right, there's a high fly ball into right field, and Triplett sent it very deep into right, but nonetheless, it was caught by Will Champion for out number 2.
Now back for Shelby, number 21, Brock Melton.
So Brock Melton now will step in.
You know, this is a very unusual night. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters in this Shelby order, neither one have a hit. Let's see if Brock can get one here.
Brock is hitless. He's grounded out twice and flown out to third base. And we just found the small little cell that gave us a little bit of trouble. There's a little chopper now back to the pitcher. He flips over to first in time, and Shelby Post 82 goes down 1-2-3.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning on the Medical Arts Farmview scoreboard. Post 82 leads at 7-2 over Huntersville. You're listening to Shelby Post 82 Baseball on WOHS Shelby and watching it on whatsupshopper.com.
Experience, Quality and guaranteed service. That's what you get from Shelby Transmission Specialists. They do straight drives and automatic transmissions. They can repair and rebuild transmissions and sell parts as well. So if you're having trouble with your transmission, see the experts, Hal Hambrick, Lyle Reynolds, and Jimmy Stepp at Shelby Transmission Specialist, 734 Nally Drive, just off Highway 226 North, Shelby. Call 704-482-8756.
Attention landscape professionals, got a great deal on a Toro Z-Master zero-turn rider and boost your productivity. Its revolutionary Turbo Force 7-gauge steel cutting deck features the industry's toughest spindle assembly and an adjustable front baffle to achieve a superb cut on tall grass, wet grass, even tough-to-cut grass. Get the machine that gets more done. Get a deal, too, with Toro Financing. See your participating dealer for details. Toro, count on it. Available at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, at the Oak Grove Road Highway 74 Bypass, Kings Mountain.
Gamble's BP Auto Repair in Uptown Shelby is your one-stop for gas and repair work on your vehicle. You can get quality BP gasoline, and Bill Gamble and his staff can do light and medium repair work on all types of vehicles, including work on CV joints, water pumps, alternators, and service and repair work on your car's air conditioning and heating systems. They can change your oil and lubricate your vehicle as well. And now Gamble's has tires. Come see the good selection of new tires at Gamble's BP Auto Repair, the Calv at Warren Streets in Uptown Shelby.
Here's a special money-saving message from Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs. If you use petroleum products, you should consider a generic brand. Major brands charge premium rates covering national advertising and promotions. Good generic brand packages their own products and meets manufacturer specifications, and they can sell at a lower price because of lower overhead. Our generic brands include Wolfhead, Coastal, AutoGuard, and Lubriguard. Buy these brands and you cut your costs. See Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive, Patterson Springs.
Jared Fortune will lead it off for Huntersville here. Scott?
Well, Fortune's 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles tonight, a couple with a strikeout back in the first inning. And as we said, Frankie Harrell, a good, nice, fresh arm, side armor as well. You were saying that, was Green, still out there last inning, and because there were several that throws side arm. And Harrell ready to deal, and there's a pitch upstairs and outside for ball 1. And, man, we know exactly where it is because we're right behind home plate, as we said, about 12 yards away from the home plate umpire. And there is a pitch over for a call strike. Post 82 leading 7-2 over Huntersville Post 321. Glad you've joined us tonight, as this is my first time working with you, Dan, and I really have enjoyed it.
I have too.
Maybe I've given them a little bit of luck.
Let's hope so. Yeah. Hey, keep that look going.
Well, what I'm going to do is, if it works out, well, let's don't talk about it now.
But
we talk about it later.
But Frankie Harrell on the mound, I told you, he just graduated from Burns. Going to go to Garden Webb, but not going to be playing baseball there. He's just going to be a student out there. But Frankie had a great baseball career at Burns, and he's pitched the first 2 games of this series in relief. He finished the game, final 3 innings of the game here on Monday night, and also pitched some innings in that win on Tuesday night.
Well, he's got the count to 2-2 to Fortune. Here, the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And it looks like he's got some pretty good zip on his pitches. And I wouldn't be surprised if Rusty Strap didn't come calling and knocking on his dorm door to come to help the running Bulldogs baseball team. Count's gone to 2-2. As we said, Post 82 leading this one 7-2. For the right to take a 2-1 series lead over Huntersville, going back to Veterans Field tomorrow night, 7 o'clock start time. We'll be on there at 6:45 with Dan and Buddy.
Buddy and Andy.
Buddy and Andy, that's right.
Tomorrow night.
All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch outside now, ball 3. He's got good movement on that on his pitches. Got a little more speed, I think, than Dustin Green. But, man, what a game Dustin Green had pitched tonight.
He pitched a great one for post 82. Next pitch outside and a base on balls.
Well, he worked that one on him, as it'll bring up Eric Seiler. Seiler's 1 for 3 with a base hit back in the 4th inning. Nobody down.
We have not seen it.
82 will be in double play depth.
Yeah, that's why I say we hadn't seen a DP tonight. Be on either side tonight. Hope we can get one here.
Great timing. All right, there's a high fly ball now hit into shallow left field and not able to get it as the ball gets into left field, and that's going to score a run as the ball's coming in back down to third base. They're going to get the guy at third, which was the hitter, Eric Seiler, trying to stretch it out. So Fortune scores all the way from first base.
Was that an error?
I say it's a base hit.
Base hit.
Yeah, he was trying to dive for it, not able to come up with it.
Okay, we'll give him.
Base hit, but he does get gunned down. It would be actually a 7-1-5 put out on Seiler at third base.
So there's one out and nobody on now for Huntersville.
And that's fine. You really want to that one run means nothing right now. So worked that pretty good. And you still have that 4-run advantage at 7-3. And there's a pitch over now for a call strike to Kyle Bynum. Bynum's 1 for 3 as well, as he has struck out, grounded that back to the pitcher, and singled in the 6th. There's one over for a call strike. 0-2. They're really not, and this is something that you can really say, not really good base running by Seiler, because his run really means nothing,
It'd been better for him to stay at second
base and been in scoring position, but he tried to stretch it into that into the triple. As there's a foul ball out of play. And so now they have nobody on base and still down by 4 runs to post 82. 1-2 count now to Kyle Bynum. Oh, beautiful pitch that time. A little curve ball over for a call strike, or a swing and a miss, rather, by Bynum. And that'll be his first strikeout of the campaign. Dustin Green left the game with 6 strikeouts. As Cameron Underwood will step in with 2 outs in the inning, nobody on for post 321 of Huntersville. And there's a pitch on the inside part of the plate for call strike 1. Bynum got his first hit in the 6th inning, but Underwood is hitless. He's 0 for 3. And that time Harrell tried to live off that inside part of the plate, but it was in a little bit too tight. And that will end even the count at 1 apiece. 1-1 pitch. And it's a ball inside. And somebody's got a good scouting report on him, saying pitch him inside. As they'll get a fresh baseball. And there is some rain coming up from the south, but I think we're going to get this one over with before we get into anything serious. But certainly the rains will probably come overnight. And there is a swing and a miss.
We'll do another shout out in just a minute.
All right, there's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's what you call deuces wild. I've done that about 3 times tonight, so I'll pay Calvin $5 a piece.
Yeah.
There's a swing and a miss, and he struck him out for the 2nd time, and the 2nd strikeout for Frankie Harrell, and that'll do it.
1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and nobody left on. And we go to the 9th inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 7-3 our score. Post 82 leading Huntersville. You're listening to Post 82 Baseball on WOHS and watching it tonight on whatsupshopper.com.
Be sure to pick up this week's What's Up Shopper and check out the Yes Auto Sales ad. Play the new Yes Auto Sales Sports Trivia. Get the sports trivia question right, and you could win a free $10 gift certificate to your choice of the Western Sizzlin' or the Clock. And check out the great buys with over 130 automobiles on the lot. Down payments start at $499. See the entire inventory at SNRAutosales.com. SNR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby, located right next to Bojangles.
Spring is here. It's time to start those projects you've been putting off all winter long. And the place to start is Cleveland Lumber Company in Shelby. Brighten up your home with a new coat of Benjamin Moore paint. You'll find every color under the sun along with all of your painting supplies. Build a deck for those summer cookouts. Fix that leaky faucet in the bathroom. Or put in those new windows you've been wanting. Whatever the project, see Cleveland Lumber Company, 217 Arrowwood Street in Shelby. The projects start and end with Cleveland Lumber Company.
Your engagement is a defining moment in your life, and Wright's Jewelry in Boston can help you choose the engagement ring to perfectly reflect your commitment to her. Whether a princess cut or round brilliant diamond is her choice, Wright's can set it in the ring mounting that will ensure she says yes. Choose from a large selection of beautiful wedding and engagement sets. Serving our area since 1937. Visit Wright's Jewelry, Highway 18 North in Fallston, or online at wrightsjewelrystore.com.
Nature commands not just how fast a plant can grow, but also the shape and direction it grows in. Almost invisible to the human eye, grass can grow up to 5 inches a week. That's 1/1000th of an inch every second minute.
Manage the wild with chainsaws, trimmers, blowers, and lawnmowers from Husqvarna. Husqvarna, taming the wild.
Your local Husqvarna sales and service dealer is Elliott Supply, Highway 182 in Polkville.
In fact, again, we talked about trying to answer back when your opponent scores, and of course, Huntersville scoring that one run in the bottom of the 8th inning to get within 4 runs of post 82. So here we go with a leadoff double by Riley Smith, and gosh, he is 2 for 4 today. And he squares to bunt, does Cody Fitch, and fouls that one back out of play.
You know, you talk a lot about bunting, but bunting the ball wins games.
Yeah.
I mean, you get runners in position to
and
score.
And it's a lost start.
Yeah, it is a lost start.
Really hard, you know.
If you can bunt for singles, you can do all kinds of things bunting. But a lot of kids today don't want to do it.
Yeah, I know it. And there's a pitch down low. He pulls the bat back. The bunt was on for Cody Fitch. Top of the 9th inning, nobody out, 1 on with Riley Smith at second base. And post 82 leading post 321 of Huntersville by the score 7-3. There's a nice bunt down the first base line, and they'll just put the tag on Cody Fitch, 3 unassisted. And that does move the runner, Riley Smith, over to third. And that'll give us a couple of shots to get him home.
And Frankie Harrell, it's Frankie Harrell now coming to the play. He's batting for Dustin Green. Dustin Green come out of the game.
And that'll be his first at-bat, as we said. Right-hander facing the right-hander, Jared Fortune. And there's a swing and a miss, strike 1.
Chandler Young on deck for post 82.
Again, if we can hold on to this victory, we get a 2-1 advantage going tomorrow night as these same 2 teams do battle at Veterans Field tomorrow at 7 p.m. And hopefully Shelby can finish it up with a 3-1 series win over Huntersville.
I want to do a shout-out to Shannon Allen. Shannon Allen, he's the PA guy at Veterans Field, Keeter Stadium, does a great job, and he's back listening in tonight back in Shelby.
All right, there's a ground ball, and the shortstop not able to get it, and he just sitting there, and there's the baseball that's sitting there in shallow left field, so it'll be a base hit for Frankie Harrell.
And Riley Smith scores.
Yeah. So it's now 8-3.
So Frankie gets an RBI single. Yeah. Help the cause.
So back to that 5-run advantage here in the 9th inning. So it brings up Chandler Young who's got a hit at 4 trips to the plate. Fouls that one out of play.
And did we mention, I haven't heard nothing official on it. I heard that Coach Tanner down at South Carolina, baseball coach, has moved up to AD, and that leaves a job open that a Shelby native might get.
I hope that happens. Couldn't happen to a better person. I mean, for years and years up there at the University of North Carolina under Mike Fox, going to South Carolina 2 or 3 years ago. Well, there's a throw over the second baseman into right field.
And they're going to
go ahead and bring him home. There's a ball just lollygagging around out there, and that's going to be a 2-error situation there, I do believe.
Yeah, I do.
Be a throwing error and maybe an error on the right fielder. Chandler Young reaches safely on an error. That would be, well, it would be an
E5.
E5 and then an E4 or E9.
E9.
This is unofficial, by the way. But that brings Frankie Harrell all the way around, and now Post 82 leads 9-3. They actually look very disgusted out there, and you could kind of tell that as Seiler on his try to get the ground ball at shortstop. The play before that just sat there with the ball sitting in shallow left field, and had not Underwood come in to make that catch or come get the ball, that would have scored somebody then.
And as Jackson Mims comes to play, he's been on base the last four times up tonight.
Yeah.
Scott.
He has done well. There's a ground ball, hits off the third baseman into left field, and they're going to go ahead and wave now Young to third base. There's going to be a throw to first, and it's going to get away, get into foul territory. It'll be a throwing error on the third baseman once again. And so there's 3 errors here in this inning for Post 321.
And the score now is 10. Is it 10 to 3?
So it'll be a base hit for Mims.
Yes.
And then it'll be a throwing error going back to first base that got him to second. And meanwhile, Chandler Young scores. So that's how we make it 10-3 right now with a 7-run advantage.
And things just falling apart for Huntersville here in the 9th inning.
There's 3 errors in this inning. At least that's all I've counted.
That's what I've counted so far. And Post 82 has 3 hits in the inning.
And there's going to be some changes out here, and it looks like maybe the third baseman, Bynum, is going to be out of the game. And they moved the first baseman, I believe, Hunter Connolly, over to third. And this is going to be a wholesale change because the catcher is now taking off his gear. So he's going to be giving it to somebody. So we'll see where everybody ends up around the merry-go-round here.
And I believe, now I want to say this.
And it may stay with the same pitcher.
Yeah. Now,
I think the catcher's going to go to first base.
Hunter Connolly is a lefty, so I don't think I'm pretty sure he is. I think this, and he pitched here a couple nights ago, and
right,
so he's probably staying at first. And
Sobo is going to go to second base.
Okay, that's where he's played some in this series already.
And here we go. It's number 15 is now catching for Huntersville. And he'll take a couple of tosses by Jared Fortune. He's still going to be on the mound. Conley stays at first base.
And Perrin.
And I believe
Jake Perrin is the new catcher. Jake played, I know, here on Monday night in the game, played the whole game. But he's in now for the first time, and he'll be catching.
All right.
Now where they are in the batting order, we don't know. We'll figure that out later.
We will do that. Bynum actually went out of the game. Hunter Connolly went to third base. Sobo went to second. And then Pern came in to catch.
And more than likely, he'll be batting for Bynum because he won't come out of the game.
And we'll get that figured out. But nonetheless, C.J. Brooks now will step up. And actually, everything is just kind of falling apart for Huntersville. Post 321 is 82. Post 82 leads 10-3.
And for you,
down low now for ball one.
Well, welcome in the listeners on WCSL now listening to this game. And tough loss for Post 100 tonight, but they're still up in that series 2-1. They go back to Wingate University tomorrow night to play.
All right, there's a high fly ball in the left field. Underwood there. He'll make the catch for out number 2. All right. So Mims still at second base for Post 82, but we have scored 3 times already in this inning to take a 10-3 lead, and that'll bring up Evan Leose. And there's a high fly ball now into center field. Duncan moving back toward the fence, and he's going to make the catch, and that will end the bleeding for Huntersville Post 321.
But Post 82 picks up 3 runs on 3 hits. There was 2 errors and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Post 82 now leading 10-3 over Huntersville. You're listening to WOHS in Shelby, 1390 AM, and watching on whatsupshopper.com.
As a parent, every choice that I make is an important one, including which automobile insurance is right for my family. GMAC Insurance and Witherspoon Insurance Agency offer the solutions that I need. They understand the importance of automobiles in my life, and that I depend on quality service to get me where I want to go. Security comes from the knowledge that there's always someone to assist me whenever I may need it. And in the event of an accident, they will handle my claim fairly and quickly. GMAC Insurance and Witherspoon Insurance Agency. They keep my life moving.
Baseball, the national pastime. It's basic, simple. In a time when, for a lot of Americans, many things are not. Your local Allstate agent can help make things a bit easier by saving you money on car insurance. Right off the bat, safe drivers can save up to 25%. Are you in good hands?
Your local Allstate agent is Chris McDaniel at the Chris McDaniel Allstate Insurance Agency, 404 Cherryville Road across from the YMCA in Shelby. Call 704-484-3463.
Summertime is wedding time. If you've got a wedding in your near future, see Chadwick's Bridal and Formals in Shelby. For over 35 years, Chadwick's has been dressing up Shelby and Cleveland counties. They are your tuxedo headquarters. Rent 5 and get the 6th one free. No matter the occasion, Chadwick's can dress you up. See Chadwick's Bridal and Formals, 806 West Warren Street in Shelby. It's time to spring into Keys Carbon and Floor Covered in Shelby for the best possible deals on flooring for your home or business. No matter the job, big or small, Keys Carbon and Floor Covering is there to help you with all of your floor covering needs at a price that you can afford. Come on in and Keith will be happy to go out and give you an estimate on your flooring needs. Plus, you get professional installation. That's Keys Carbon and Floor Covering, 1162 East Marion Street in Shelby.
The 9th inning to give Post 82 a 10-3 lead. And there's one outside now for ball 1. Just a little small range sail got us discombobulated just a bit ago, but there's a foul ball down the line. Count's going to go to 2-1.
What you want now, don't give me freebies.
Yeah.
Throw it down there and let your defense do the job.
That's
right?
Exactly right. Throw strikes.
Throw strikes.
You don't want to give them anything
No.
by walking anybody or whatever. You just let the defense do it, because give up 1 or 2 runs if you have to. You still got a 7-run lead right here in the bottom of the 9th inning. I tell you, there was a day too, Dan, with the there's a swing and a miss strike 2 that with the aluminum bat, a 7-run lead wasn't enough.
But they made the sweet spot smaller this year in these bats. And,
yeah.
And we've seen a lot of games, not many runs scored.
There's one foul back off of the catcher's equipment off of Riley Smith. Oh, Riley Smith's done well. He got a double in that top half of the 9th inning. to start things off, and then all of a sudden things just came apart for Huntersville as there's a ground ball now to second base. Fitch with it. Throw to first in time. It's a little 4-3 put out, and that is good news right there when you can retire that leadoff batter.
Coming up on the Shelby Savings Bank postgame show, we'll be talking, if this lead holds, with one of the Shelby coaches and a couple of the players. So.
Oh, that's going to be great. I can't wait. Of course, we're going to do the best defensive player, the best hitter, and the overall player of the game, and that's going to be hard. I got the best overall player, I think. And there's a fair ball that hits off of the mid of Mims at third base.
It's right on the bag, and,
yeah.
And it's going to have to be a base hit.
I think that's a base hit all the way. I agree.
Now back for Huntersville, number 2, Kurt.
All right, so with one down here with a 10-3 lead, here comes Kurt Stavashevsky.
Stavashevsky.
Hey. That's right, like Shevsky.
Yeah. And listen, usually it's me having that problem. I'm glad somebody.
Well, you got Veterans Field and I got Stavashevsky.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, there's a ball that's a foul ball down the first baseline on the first pitch to Stavashevsky. That's better, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's very good.
That was on the money right there. Stavashevsky. So that's just a long strike. As do have Sobo on at first base for Huntersville, but they're down by 7 runs. And I'm kind of glad we're going to hopefully get on out of here because it is coming up from the south.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. And there's a pitch down low now for ball 1.
How much time do we have?
Oh, I bet we got an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got one of those Sladars with you.
Yeah, that's it. All right, 1-1 pitch, and it's a little slow grounder now to Young at short. Strong throw there, not going to be in time. In fact, it gets away and goes all the way back to the fence. And Sobo will go all the way to third base, and there'll be runners on the corners. And one wonders, now, what base hit or what you going to give there?
Give him a base hit by a throwing error that allowed Sobo to go third. What do you think?
That's a good question. I think you got to do that because they would have been able to hold him up at second. So it'll be an E6.
Yes.
E6, okay. And that'll be only the second error for post 82 tonight.
And those are the first 2 errors in this series. Yeah. They went through the first 2 games without any errors committed.
And contrary to post 321, they've got 6 tonight. A little check swing, but he's over. He committed for strike 2. This is Will Champion, who is 1 for 3 tonight with a stolen base. Runners on the corners as Sobo's on at third. Stavashevsky at first base. Thank you very much. Finally got it. Here it is, the 9th inning.
Very good. Practice makes perfect.
That's it. All right, there's a pitch outside now. 2-2.
Hey, good double play to end this game will be fantastic.
It'll be super good. And, of course, the game tomorrow night, Veterans Field, we want to rock the house. We want everybody to come. As there's a ground ball. That's going to get into right field. That gets in, and that will score Sobo. And stopping at second base is Stavashevsky. And that's exactly what you want to do. You might think, Stavashevsky could say to himself, I'm going all the way to third base and jeopardize being thrown at third, but his run means nothing.
Yeah.
So that makes it 10-4. And there's a pitch outside now to Will Champion for. And that's wrong. This is Hunter Connolly. Big base hit right there. As post 321, has now got 3 hits in this inning.
Yeah. Champion, Stavashevsky, and Sobo.
So Connolly now with a 2-0 pitch, and he's going to hit one in center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Triplett will get it and throw it back in, and that will score Stavashevsky. And it now makes it to 10-5. And once again, a big base hit by Hunter Connolly, his fourth hit here in the 9th inning. And here comes the head coach for Post 82, Mike Grayson, out to the mound to kind of slow things down just a bit.
As Coach Grayson heads out to talk to Frankie Harrell, his right-hander on the mound and his infield. And we'll remind you tomorrow night, Post 82 will be at home at Veteransville Keeter Stadium, 7 o'clock for Game 4 of this series. If you can't make it out, we'll have it for you on WOHS tomorrow night with Andy Foster and Buddy Ramey. Bring it to you. And I'm not sure we'll have it on What's Up Sharper tomorrow night because of the racing. Do you know, Clint? Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Still a little bit of a chance of rain again tomorrow. It says 60% chance tomorrow, but again, we had 60% tonight, and we've been relatively unscathed here. And I guess it really just kind of depends. We're kind of in the middle of a buffer where to the south there's a lot of rain and to the north there's a lot of rain. So good possibility tomorrow won't be a problem at all. So, but stay tuned to WOHS to give you the update on whether the game's going to be played or not, depending on whether we get rain tomorrow.
Yeah, and remember tomorrow night also on What's Up Shopper, racing from the Cleveland County Fairgrounds. Keep that in mind.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin and Andre and I will have that for you tomorrow night.
And if it rains, it will be not dirt track racing, but
mud
racing. All right, there's a pitch that gets into the dirt, gets away from Riley Smith, does not advance the runners, as Will Champion is at second base, Hunter Connolly at first for Post 321 of Huntersville with one down.
Okay.
And it will be just radio
only tomorrow night. That's what I was thinking.
And there's a pitch over for a call strike. 1-1 to count now to the relief pitcher tonight, Jared Fortune. He came in all the way back in the 3rd inning for Jordan Blair. And there's one foul out of play, and now Frankie Harrell has him where he wants him with a 1-2 count. And right now, you just work for each individual out because there's one out in the inning. Go ahead and get that second out right here. As the score is 10-5, still not the tying run coming to the plate yet. So nothing to really get excited about until maybe that happens. As that next pitch is fouled off out of play. But a good outing, I think, that time by Mike Grayson to come out to the mound to really settle Frankie Harrell down just a bit and work on it. Well, there's a ground ball to second base, to flip to short for one, to relay to first. No! Oh, we thought it was going to be in time, but almost had our first double play, Dan.
Almost did, but now we do have 2 out.
All right, so Fortune gets on via the fielder's choice. And it will be a 4-6 put out on Hunter Connolly. And there will be runners on the corners with Will Champion at third, Fortune on at first for Eric Seiler. And Seiler tonight's got 2 hits at 4 trips to the plate, so he's batting an even .500 tonight. And he takes first pitch, low, ball 1. I tell you, that was close to being the first double play
of the game.
Man, what a great one that was. There's a chopper foul now. They're leaving everything up at 1 apiece. Frankie Harrell trying to slam the door here and get Dustin Green a win here at Huntersville to take the Shelby Post 82 team back to Shelby with a 2-1 advantage in this series. All right, there's the runner. It's going to let him go as Fortune will take off from first base. Let him have second base if he wants it. Count's gone to 2-1. There's another one, foul out of play. And that time, Seiler a little upset with himself. He thinks he got a pitch that he could hit, but he fouled it off. And once again, for about the third or fourth time tonight, it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and that's what you call deuces wild.
How much
That's
you owe
20,
now?
that's $20.
Yes.
$5. Maybe I'd make it 50 cents. I'm a big spender. All right, the 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. And it's upstairs for ball 3. Well, what will happen right here is you know that Champion at third base will probably not be off on the pitch, but he's certainly going to try to have Fortune will try to run a bit and get about halfway between second and third. And there's a swing, and it's held on to for a call or for a strike 3. And Post 82 holds on to win this one by the score of 10-5.
And in the inning, 2 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 Shelby error and a couple and 1 and 2 left on. And final score on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard: Post 82 wins at 10-5 over Huntersville. Back with our Shelby Savings Bank postgame show in 3 minutes on WOHS.
Hi, this is Woody Durham for Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies in Shelby. Through the years, I've seen a lot of trophies and plaques, and none appear nicer than those which come from Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies. Their guarantee is not just a guarantee, but a promise for courteous service, the absolute lowest price, quality products, on-time delivery, and most of all, your satisfaction. Awards for all occasions, plus rubber stamps and engraving. That's Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies in Shelby.
Carolina Energies is your heating and air service experts. They service all brands and feature complete installations. 24-hour service with on-call technicians is available. Carolina Energies also features electrical services, including lighting, recess lighting, receptacles, and service upgrades. Plus, they will troubleshoot and repair. They sell, install, and service generators. No job too small. Call Carolina Energies for all your energy needs. 704-482-9561. Carolina Energies, 515 North DeKalb Street, Shelby. Jam & Jay's Pizza Factory is Shelby's home for family food and fun. Jam & Jay's features a pizza buffet with salad bar. Adult buffet is just $5.99. This price good every day, all day, and no coupon is needed. Ages 4 through 10 buffet is just $3.09, and ages 3 and under, free. And there's a fantastic game room. Call for information on birthday parties at 704-600-6182. So come on in. Locally owned and operated, Jam & Jay's Pizza Factory, 1011 Grove Street behind the Golden Corral in Shelby.
Hi, this is Woody Durham for Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson at Family Dental Care in Shelby. No matter the age, kids, teenagers, and adults, Dr. Stroud, Wilson, and Thompson will take care of your dental needs. They have over 50 years' experience serving the people of Cleveland County. Call 704-482-3281 for Family Dental Care at 416 West Warren Street in Shelby. That's Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson. Kids love them, and you will too.
The Athlete's Choice. We're talking about S&M Sports Shop in Shelby. Locally owned and operated with the hometown people like Mike, Suzanne, Dale, Luke, Charlie, Adam, and Darren. They can take care of all your athletic needs. S&M Sports Shop is your team outfitter for all local schools in whatever sport you play. S&M has letter jackets for all local high schools and is your Cleveland County headquarters for Oakley Sunglasses. S&M Sports Shop, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby.
Save big on a huge selection of used bikes at Honda Motorcycles.
We come back to Veteransville. Oh, excuse me, I did it again, Scott.
That's all right.
We're coming back tomorrow night to Veteransville for Game 4 of this series, but tonight we're in Huntersville at North Mac High, and time for the Shelby Savings Bank postgame show as Post 82 wins this tonight on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard 10-5, and Scott has some of our stars of the game. Scott?
Well, I got one of them right here, Dustin Green. You did really a super job out there on the mound today. You got 6 strikeouts. What a super outing was for you. And, gosh, it seemed like you decided to go to work whenever you had a couple people on base, and you really had a great performance being able to really kind of slam the door on this post 321 tonight.
Yeah, I was just trying to keep the ball low. Whenever I got some runners on, I bared down a little bit more and was just trying to get some ground balls and a strikeout when I had the chance. Just trying to keep it low and give us a chance.
Well, I tell you what, you absolutely at the bottom of the order, they only got 1 hit out of that bottom 3, and you were just fanning them, on back into that. I guess it was back in the 2nd and 3rd inning. You really started racking up those strikeouts.
Yeah, I was just trying to keep it low. Whenever I'd get ahead in the count, I was trying to bury that slider outside and down and trying to get them to chase it, and it worked. Times.
What does it mean to be able to go to the bottom of the 1st inning already with a 2-0 lead?
It meant a lot. It takes a lot of relief off of you, and you can go out there a little bit relaxed, but you got to still keep some pressure on. That way you don't relax too much and give up some runs yourself.
And then all of a sudden, we got 2 runs in the first for Shelby, 1 in the second, 2. You had a 5-0 lead going all the way until the 5th inning when they scored those 2 runs. But, once again, we answered back. You kept it where it was a situation where they were going to have to load the bases up to tie it and get the tying run to the plate. And for most of the night, we had that 5-run advantage. And, again, sure does take a lot of pressure off, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it takes a whole lot of pressure off to have a good lead like that.
Well, you not only did it there, you also did it with the bat, too. You got a single and scored back in the, the 2nd inning. Walked and scored twice, so you scored 3 times tonight.
Yeah, they couldn't really throw a strike to me those first few at-bats, and then that first at-bat where I got the hit. Just a lucky infield hit, but, hey, hit's a hit. I'll take it.
Well, that sounds good. You go back to Veterans Field tomorrow. You got a 2-1 advantage. You want to go ahead and finish this one out?
Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to try to put it out. We let Lincoln come back on us, and we don't want that to happen again.
Well, a little bit of news for you. Union County did beat Cherryville tonight, and so they're going to have to go back to Union County on Friday. You want to face Cherryville?
Yeah, I'd love to face Cherryville. Rivalry game, I'd love to face them.
Well, the winning pitcher tonight, Justin Green, thanks so much for coming by. We appreciate that. We really do.
Good game, Justin.
We also got a great guy tonight. This guy, I see 4 for 5 tonight. Oh, and what it looked like, Jackson Mims, right? You are Jackson. Well, Jackson, you hit the ball good tonight.
Thank you. Saw the ball good tonight. Thought the team came out, hit the ball good. Very patient at the plate. We did a good job tonight.
Yeah, I think so too. And I tell you what, it's always a good mark of a team when a team comes back and scores. At one time it was 5-2. They were within striking distance on that, but that didn't really affect you. You got out there. You got base runners aboard. You scored. You didn't even score tonight, but you made it all the way to third base. Wait a minute, 3 times tonight.
Yeah, it's key. You got to put your foot on the gas. Can't stop because you give them a chance. Any team will come back and beat you just like that. So we've done that a good bit this year. Let down, but past few playoff games, we really put the pedal to the metal, put them on them.
Well, that sounds really good. So good luck tomorrow night, Jackson. We appreciate you coming by.
Thanks.
And I guess we've got the assistant coach, Mr. Gold. Is that right? I'm Scott Neisler. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Our boys come out tonight. This is a big game, game 3, because you want to get up in these series like these odd games. With the weather here this week, you don't know what's going to happen because I believe we have to be done by Saturday. So it was good to come out here tonight and get this win in game 3.
Well, I tell you what, tomorrow night doesn't say it's any better. It says it's 60% chance of rain, but who knows? I mean, maybe we're still going to stay within this buffer. I mean, to the south of us, it's pretty rainy. To the north of us, it's pretty rainy. We got a little bit of a cell that came over, and that's why we scurried around over here with all this electronic equipment. But once again, maybe tomorrow night we get that little brief respite from the rain, and you get this one in. But what a good win that would be to come back home to win for the home folks.
Yeah, it'd be good to come win in front of our home crowd. We just have to come out with the same intensity we've had the last 2 games, and because we know they're a pretty solid team over there, and they're not going to give up, and they're going to come out and play hard, and we need to come out tomorrow and play hard too.
Coach.
Yeah, and let me ask one other thing, then I'll give it over to you, Dan. But Obviously, when you get into this time of the year, pitching is a very tough thing. And pitching, you know, baseball being successful is pitching, pitching, pitching. Ask all the college coaches. Ask South Carolina. They always got somebody that comes in and does a real good job. What does it mean tonight to have almost a complete or going deep with Dustin Green and having your bullpen really rested?
Yeah, that was big for us. Dustin, he's done that these last 3 or 4 outings. He's went deep in the game for us, and we can rest some of our guys in the bullpen. And Frankie, he's able to throw about every day, and this is his 3rd appearance in this series. So we feel like, you know, we work our pitchers during the year, and we don't throw them a lot during the regular season. But when we get in the playoffs, we expect them to try to go deep, and then we try to find a couple guys that can come in late and get the outs for us.
Well, that sounds good. Dan, go ahead.
I was going to ask you, Coach, Scott was I getting ready to ask you about your pitching. Your pitching is really coming on strong here in these playoffs. You had some excellent performances from several pitchers in this series. And you mentioned Frankie Harrell. He's really become your closer.
Yeah, Frankie has become